Yes. Back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Listen, Sanchez has been dropped. I just need 3 points, okay? I don't need Wahala. I don't need any issues, no defensive issues, no goalkeeper issues. Just give me 3 points, okay? That's all I'm asking for. Is that too much to ask?
Say again?
Is it too much to ask?
I think it's a lot, really. If I'm honest. You're being greedy. You're being greedy. I'm joined by Lola, special guest, an Arsenal fan.
What's up? Good game. Good game on the weekend. Quite happy about it. Both of them.
A good game indeed. It's been a great weekend indeed. I'm joined by generous Dave, an Arsenal fan.
Yo, big man, cuz yeah, man, them got humbled, yeah. Is that what I was saying? I'm loving the pammage in it, yeah. But PC Dowdy, DCI Sonoga, blood. There's still crimes that have been committed. No signings, blood. Hey,
yeah,
I'm still on job. DCI Sonoga is still on Brav.
Let me tell you, man. We got our finger on the pulse. It's deadline day, of course. It ends at 11 o'clock tonight. Yeah, the clock is ticking. I have a funny feeling something might land. I have a funny feeling. I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Hey, what? Did you see in the lobby this afternoon? Now, but guys, yeah. You know what? I've had enough. I'm calling it in. I'm handing in my money in the bank briefcase. Everton away. We beat Everton away. League is ours. I don't know be having no silly talks, no discourse. Beat Everton. That's our league title there. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Okay, he's gone bold.
Thank you and good night. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been a weekend of Premier League action. We have to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to kick things off, as you know. Oh, by the way, before we do kick things off, Monday Night Football is currently, we're live at Stamford Bridge. I think Oscar's got the West Ham United on. Last time we were here, I think there was a Monday Night Football of the Chelsea vernacular as well. So quite interesting to see what happens. I think you played ball. Okay. But anyway, yes. Before we get into the show, guys, what was your surprise or highlight of the week?
I think I like to say the Grammys, WWE. You know, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Royal Rumble, interesting.
Yeah, man. Shout out Jey Uso for winning the Royal Rumble. There's a lot of haters. There's a lot of haters on the internet that don't like the fact that Jey Uso won. But you lot just need to just.
Is that because the narrative went the other way? Wasn't from what I was hearing from people, like they were saying Jey was not actually the right one to go with.
I think people think that like his character's a bit one-dimensional in it because all he is just yeet. That's all it is. There's not much else to it. So I think people wanted something deeper.
Related to Roman Reigns.
Yeah. So Roman Reigns' cousins are the Usos, so he's a twin.
Yeah.
But then he split, went solo, and now he's just living life on his own.
Hey,
forget Roman Reigns. Forget Roman Reigns. Who's their dad? Who is Jey Uso's dad?
Oh, Jimmy and Jey Uso's dad is Rikishi.
That's right. That's the important. That's the important information we need to have in there.
Hey, Brav, yeah. Hey, that spear that Speed took, yeah. Hey, blood.
Got Speed, man.
Hey.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna watch it back.
Yo, that was amazing.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't. I watched the very end. I watched the very end of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
It was a very good Rumble. I'd say like 8 out of 10. Like it was really good, like stellar.
Oscar, you live from Tripoli or Jeddah? Because it's lagging.
Oh, is it lagging?
It did for a split. It did for a split, but you came back. Yeah, sorry. No, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it seemed like from what I was hearing from people, because I haven't been watching the story since like the start of Raw, since the start of the year. Sorry, so I kind of want to get plugged in now.
Yeah, people were complaining, because they wanted John Cena to win. Guys, John Cena's won the Royal Rumble like twice. He's a 17-time world champion. They wanted Roman Reigns to win. Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania 10 times.
No,
they wanted CM Punk to win. CM Punk has been the top guy in WWE, or as in wrestling. They were screaming his name for like 10 years. The guy was off doing something else. So let a new guy come in and win.
No, they got a good storyline cooking there between Seth, Roman and Punk, bro. They got a good thing there, man. They don't need to be.
Man. Mania's coming.
Yeah, because the thing is with wrestling, you don't want it to be too predictable. Like,
Yeah.
we get it. Like, we want people who are like prime and ready, like they're ready to come out of the oven. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes when it's like that, it's a bit too obvious and it's a bit like boring because you're just giving us what we want. Whereas when you add a bit of element, like like a Jey Uso winning, and then if it looks good, then it's like, yeah, you know what, WWE they planned it well. They struck that while the iron was hot. Well, before the iron was hot, rather. They were ahead of the time.
Before we get into football, Pete, can I say my other highlight of the week?
Yeah, I want to hear your highlights, guys. Let's get on.
Listen, Can't Rush Greatness, #1 album. Big up my guy Central C. For those that know, I've been a Central C guy. I've had stocks since 2016. They didn't believe.
Is that when he had a septic piercing?
Yeah. From them days, from when he was singing love songs, I had stocks in this guy. I said, this guy's going to be a star. And he is.
I have no, like, I don't care. UK rap for me, this kind of, I don't know what kind of genre it is. I don't care.
It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me, mate.
God, culture vulture. Here we go, man. My favorite word.
I didn't hear that though. I heard H's response. That was actually really good. Like, I liked H's response to it.
Yeah, H was good, man. H is good. But
can I just say,
was really good, man.
Can I just shout out my man Kung Fu Kenny, bro? Like, man spun the Canadian, didn't say a word, gonna release an album, went quiet, Grammy. Now next week Super Bowl.
Wait. How can you say didn't say a word and went quiet when he released the whole album?
Yeah, he went quiet, released an album, then went quiet.
Yeah, but
That's what he's saying.
But yeah, that's the point. Like if it was Drake, ignore the beef. Drake, when he releases an album or something, you will hear him and see him every single time.
It's called marketing.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. The point is, Kendrick doesn't tend to do that. It's like, you kind of go away.
Super Bowl's gonna be.
I can't believe the Super Bowl's next week, like this Sunday.
Yeah, I know, it's mad quick.
Like it felt like forever when what's his name, when Kendrick was like nominated to be doing the halftime show. That felt like ancient away. Now it's literally this Sunday.
I'm here for it partly because I just need the whole kind of All These Angels to kind of be done now. Because like after the Kendrick,
bruv.
We're not done. New album on the 14th of February.
Guys, no, Peter. They played the song.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like Kendrick was just kind of be like, okay, I've done my stuff now. I'm just gonna go and tour, leave me alone.
Bro, whatever. Hey, listen, whatever the Canadian done to the industry, they're done with you, bro.
They hated him because I watched it live. That's why I'm tired. The way they were all lapping up when Not Like Us was playing. Every single one of them, you heard them loudly shout A minor.
Yeah, they went crazy.
The A minor this part was too crazy. And to think they cut it just before the chorus, I'm thinking, yo, they let that one just let that one hang and wait for you lot. Come tune in next week. You'll see how big it will be.
All of Diddy's friends also were going crazy.
Mad thing. But also, listen, guys, the most important thing is though, is it the Kansas City Chiefs or is it the Philadelphia Eagles? That's the real question.
Chiefs, man. Chiefs.
I think I have to go Chiefs, I think I have to go Chiefs with this one because I love Patrick Mahomes first and foremost. The Eagles, it's a close divisional team against mine. And Philadelphia, man, them fans flipping out, man. They are on.
I picked the Eagles because I watched Abbott Elementary and I like Quinta.
I do want Saquon Barkley to win something. After leaving the Giants, there is a part of me that does want him to win something. Because they treated him like trash, and he was their best player.
I'm confused. What does Quinta have to do with the Eagles?
Oh, she's from Philly, and in her show, Abbott Elementary, they do a bunch of things, and I just like her.
Hey, what channel is that thing on? I've been trying to find it, bro.
Disney Plus.
Oh, seriously?
It's good though. David, you'd like it, bro.
No, I know. I love the clips I've seen. I love it, but bro, I'm not trying to spend another subscription thing, cuz. Fam, allow it.
Subscriptions coming out.
Pete, you would love it as well, actually, Pete.
What's this called? Sorry, what is this?
Abbott Elementary. So it's got a kid from the guy who plays Chris and Everybody Hates Chris.
Like an adult, obviously.
Yeah, I think
and then just a bunch of actors in a school, but it's mad funny. Like,
how many seasons is it?
So I think they're on like the third season now.
Well, in the UK, in America.
What are they in America?
4.
4. Yeah,
that's gonna happen.
Is it similar to, because I swear Everybody Hates Chris is they've done an adult version of it now, but it's still called Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, but it's not. He's not actually Chris. It's just that.
Oh yeah, sure. No, sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
it's
sure.
kind of like,
but we strayed far from the football. Should we get back?
Listen, comment section real quick before we have to dive in, Oscar. We have to dive into this damage.
All right, Tahar's asking me quick. Please, can I get a time check? I'm on 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm way behind. 9 minutes, 16, 17. So
10,
you're a whole 2 minutes ahead of me. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, let me get into the comments. Murad says, good evening to the greatest football podcast air on a Monday night when stocks are back. We're on the market and business is booming. Speaking of market, it closes in a couple hours and you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So
the second he says like it's done. He jinxed it already.
Endo says Oscar and Peter have continuously written off Liverpool this season. Yet another big test away from home. We have passed. Win at Goodison next week, and we're as good as champions. I didn't know the league ended in Feb. Apparently, February is the
and what does writing them off mean? What? Because I think Arsenal will win the league. I've written Liverpool off. Is that what that means?
No, I think because we have been quite disparaging of their title charge.
Okay, but let's be fair. So were they?
Yeah,
By the way, yeah.
Some of them were downplaying it. Some of them were downplaying it.
A one-sided thing where rivals Liverpool fans were saying the exact same thing. So
trust.
Yeah. Nat says next week it's this week. Oh, is he saying like every week they push it back a week? Yeah, maybe.
Them ones.
Murad says, don't worry, the downfall of Liverpool will come. Big up David. He says, big up top four podcast. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. 73 points on FPL this weekend. Just wondering what the biggest transfer ever, in your opinion. The biggest transfer ever. Probably Messi PSG. Because that was groundbreaking. That was like, it was insane that he left Barca, and then it was insane that he went to France. Like both parts of it were insane.
Do you know what? When you say, what does biggest mean though? Because, okay, it was probably the most talked about transfer, but like the biggest one where it's like, yo, I'm guessing they mean like the biggest W kind of thing, like a transfer.
Biggest impact.
Like, it shocked the waves. Do you know what I mean? Like when I think of like a Figo to Real Madrid from Barcelona, like that kind of thing where it's like, really. What? I mean, bro, that was a big.
Yeah, that's
no,
big transfer, bro.
No, it was big. It was big, but when I've
don't
just
dismiss
said
it like that.
When I've just said the Messi thing, I don't think it's as big. So based on what you've just said, I thought you were gonna say like an impact transfer. So like when United signed Cantona, that impacted the legacy of the Premier League. Like it shifted. United went with nothing. All of a sudden, they started winning there.
So okay, I don't mean like that because it's not after the fact that they've played for that new team. It's when it's say the transfer happened this hour. Like which transfer was the? You know what? Torres to Chelsea was monumental.
That was big.
That was ridiculous.
I remember that whole day. I remember where I was.
If we're not talking about names and the impact of it, then you can say even things like sold to Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? Cristiano Ronaldo was massive. You know,
that was huge. Which move? Which move?
to Madrid in the first place.
Nah,
the first Madrid.
Do you know why
that was going to happen? That.
Do you know why? Yeah. Do you know why I won't have it? It's because it was part of those transfers that were like 3 years in the making.
And also like literally a year beforehand.
Yeah.
Literally a year beforehand. He was gonna leave and then didn't. What minute are you guys on, by the way? I'm on 13.
Oh, Reece James just got himself hurt there. Oh,
it's
no.
49. I'm watching it like 14 something. He's still on.
Okay.
So, but he jarred that, so I'm curious if he's going to last the whole game.
Did I hear, by the way, speaking of injuries, did I hear Dragason's done his ACL?
But Peter, his ACL's been broken all season. What are you talking about, man? Have you seen the guy run?
How do we just make it look good? Just say you got an injury.
Martinez did as well, actually.
That's two.
Yeah.
Martinez.
We crack on with some more comments. Mirad says Shorty Shakur in the building.
Sure, should call you.
He also says, are we getting a 3-hour special in lieu of transfer deadline day? You know what, yeah? If it was like transfer deadline day normally is, then I wouldn't even mind. But this transfer deadline day has been so anticlimactic. It's been kind of whack. So
I'm waiting for that David Ornstein, bro. I just need that Ornstein bomb one time.
Did you see? You see somebody. You see something.
I just need that.
I've seen a couple Arsenal Twitter people hint.
I need that Ornstein bomb. That's all I care about.
Ignore them. I've muted or blocked all of them. They're liars. Nothing's happening. Be fine with it.
I mean, yeah, fair. It won't affect my day. Let's be real. Question.
I'm not saying things have happened. I'm just saying there's been unusual activity over the last 4 days. That's all I'll say.
That's what I'll say. If anything happens, it'll be
That's
a
all
random or an academy player that'll hike up. So
it'll be crap, man. It's all going to be crap. Nat says, question of the day, what's your maddest football conspiracy? Mine is every Morata transfer, except his recent one to AC Milan, is linked to organized crime and human trafficking.
Holy smokes.
Come on, Noddy.
What do they think of his transfer to Galatasaray then? Bloody hell, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
Anybody got a conspiracy?
Not really.
A football conspiracy. I genuinely think like Madrid and Barcelona have made a pact with the footballing with FIFA. Do you know what I mean? UEFA and FIFA, Madrid and Barcelona. I think they're in a pact for sure. Almost certain of it. What I saw took place at Stamford Bridge, it will live long in the memory. And then the transfer. No.
Okay, you're mate. Sorry. Go on, continue.
No. As in, Oscar was talking about conspiracy to this question here. I genuinely think there's something going on there. There's definitely. Does it still count as a conspiracy if it's already been found out, like the Juventus stuff, like Calciopoli?
Peter,
yeah.
I have a question, bro.
Yo,
Chelsea have bought. Yeah, you bought. How much did you spend on Felix?
Something like 45.
How do you spend 40 and then you loan him out 6 months later? Somebody needs to explain.
David, I'm as confused as you are.
That is bizarre,
bro.
And more importantly, I'm livid.
Yeah, you should be, and so you should be.
Livid.
You bought someone.
I'm crestfallen.
Oh, I got a conspiracy theory.
Go on.
João Felix's bloody career. He gave us a hot 6 months at Benfica. What's he done ever since? 119 million quid here. He goes to Chelsea. He goes to Milan. He goes to Barcelona. The guy is fundamentally not a good football player. He's got flair. He's got skills. He's got tricks. But what is he? He's 26 this year. You give me Felix. You give me him. What is he? Peter, I'm asking you.
Yeah, no, Pete,
I love João Felix. The thing is, I think he's because he's a silky, lovely footballer. Do you know what I mean? Maverick in the number 10. He's your old school kind of like flair player. Do you know what I mean? In a system of football now, where everything's very structured, very rigid, very like systematic. He's the kind of player where obviously in a what's it called? In a Diego Simeone team, don't know what he was thinking, but they put up the money. The question is, where have Atletico Madrid as well got 120 million quid to spend on him? That's another question for another day. Also, Benfica's transfer situations, because they bought Darwin Núñez for 40 million quid. Just saying. But anyway,
I think that's the idea of him.
Yeah. No, I think it's kind of like buying a car because it's shiny.
It's not that because he actually was good for Benfica, and at 19 he was really good. It's like Cole Palmer now leaving, right? Last season, say he left in the summer. If Cole Palmer left in the summer for 120 million and went to another club and it's just not worked out, that's exactly what I see with João Felix.
No, I hear you. If it worked with the other clubs, it didn't.
Say that again. Sorry.
But I'd hear you if it was a one situation thing where only one transfer just didn't work. It's been consistent. So I compare him more to a Kai Havertz than I would to if Cole Palmer was.
The problem with the Felix situation is that he doesn't actually just have a run of like 20 games in a row. Like injury aside, He doesn't actually just have a run of games. And these are the kind of players, like I'll bring up the Cole Palmer thing again. Imagine you've got as many minutes as Joao Felix has got, even Mudryk at Chelsea's got, even, you know, these players who've gone to different areas, and you think to yourself, do you know what? Let them just have a run of 15. And if they're not good, they're not good. Fine. Okay, let's find that out.
Position?
Who? Felix?
Yeah.
Number 10. Number 10.
He's a 10. So then I'm looking at him as injured as well. Don't go to clubs, but they don't play with 10. There's no point then.
Yeah, I mean that is a good point. You do ask yourself though, when they're making these contract negotiations and they're speaking to the club and this, that, and when he went to Atletico Madrid, like, what was the project he was presented to him? What was the project he was presented to Chelsea? What's he being presented to AC Milan now? You know, you do wonder, like, if you don't play with a 10, as you're saying, then what are we doing going there? But is it as it seems? Are they being sold dreams, or are they being told, do you know what? In this system where I put you as an 8, you might be a lot better. Or if I put you on the wing, I think I've got something. Do you know what I mean? Like, people sell things to players, and
maybe they thought they'd do a bit of like a, for lack of a better person, I think of an Odegaard, where everyone was like, Odegaard's a 10, but you can put him in midfield and he actually works. Maybe they could do that, it didn't work, such and such.
I see what, honestly, like, there's so many questions around a transfer that nothing makes sense. And there's too many moving parts when you say, why doesn't something work at here, or there? Like, you know, there's just too many factors. It could be the player himself. He's not training well. He's not this. He's not that. He may be not good enough. What's the manager really saying? What's the team saying? Yeah, there's too many moving parts to just say it's this about a player. Oscar, should we move it along?
Let's go. Yeah. There's not much other comments. I think we can get straight into the actual games now. But Nat was just talking on Felix, saying his downfall at a young age was getting the football warlord Jorge Mendes as an agent, just about getting that comfy commission. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Do you know what? Here's the thing as well. Like, Joao Felix is probably set for life financially. So no, but like, maybe that's what cares to him. That's what matters to these people. Like, we all think footballers think the way we think, and will behave and act the way that we would act and behave. So there's like 100,000 football players across Europe. They've all got individual aspirations, ambitions.
How you get with like Duran going to Saudi Arabia?
Oh my God!
Don't even get me started.
We need to have a little transfer segment, actually, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Someone made a good point. Is even all that anyway? All we've seen is snippets, bro.
Who made that point?
Some dude on Twitter. Don't remember? I put the tweet in the group. I think it got me thinking. I'm like, yeah, actually, hang on a minute.
He's a good player. He's young enough that if he went to another club, he would. But it's like he got paid a lot of money. It is what it is. Sometimes you just go for that. It's fine.
Oscar, you need to talk to your boy, bruv.
Chill.
You need to talk. I just said you need to talk to your boy, innit?
I've not seen anything. Chill.
You just.
I've gone full screen in it. So can you control the comments? Because I'm not looking at them.
Chelsea on the break with Oscar's words.
Who controlled the comments? Me.
Yeah, because I'm full screen now. I'm not looking at the comments because I feel like they're gonna ruin a goal for me. So I'm just, if David doesn't get there first.
Let's talk about what was it, a spoiler at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 5. You heard me right, people. 5. Manchester City 1. An emphatic day at the Emirates. It was an absolute blockbuster of a performance from the Gunners. Lola, David. I mean, did you see this result coming and performance?
Now,
let's say.
Let me start off first. A couple weeks ago, I was giving it Man City. So I got to hold my hand up, bro. This Man City team is dead food. You take out Ederson, Diaz, Rodri, there is nothing in the middle, mate. Nothing, bruv. Starting off with the first mistake, Akanji, bruv. What the hell are you doing, bruv? Huh?
Yeah.
Absolute stinker passing the ball out from the back. Listen, footballers, yeah? You know when you're in danger, it's okay to Rosette. We've totally forgotten Rosette exists. Just get it out of there and restart. But who was it that pressed him? I know it was Havertz or something.
It's Rice and Odegaard.
Yeah. We'll get to them. But Havertz, thank you very much. Odegaard bangs it in. Now, Havertz, I know you scored.
I know. Take 30 seconds.
I know you scored. We appreciate all that you do. But I'm sorry, bruv. I'm done with you, bro. You can't miss that chance. Seriously.
No, David. When the chance missed, I nearly fell to my knees. No word of a lie. In the PA booth,
No.
bruv, I literally bowed because I was like, why did this have to happen to him? Like, why him? Let it be somebody else that we could rinse because I can't rinse this man. I can't rinse this man.
Well, Peter, what are you saying?
In terms of like, you know how he's had a hard time. He's had a very tough time, right? And nothing is going in, especially after like that Wolves performance, right? And then he misses it's a gaping chance. Like it's unbelievable to miss that. It's harder to miss than score. It was one of those
Shocking.
where it was such a bad finish.
Horrible.
And when he put his shirt over his face, like I just felt for him in that moment. I was like, this guy's gonna break down and cry.
He's not feeling for people, bro.
He's gonna break down.
I don't feel sorry for him in the sense of like I'm not evil. Like I'm not gonna feel like I didn't feel the pit back. But it was like I never said it and I said it at the same time. From the first one that Odegaard scored, this man was not in the mindset to try and score. If the shot that he missed, if there was someone even just close enough to him, he wants to pass it, but there was no one there. So because think about it, I think if he was on like form or anyone else, he gets that first time and it goes in anyway. Because you see where he got it, that's the first time shot and it's in.
What you think the pass to Erdegaard was like just him, just like, look, I don't want this.
Yeah. I was listening to Touchdown Frackers, and they said that when he passed it, he lowered the XG of the chance. He just didn't want it.
No, because I'm not sure. See, the pass from him to Odegaard is one of like you didn't want to shoot, so you passed it anymore. Because even the goal that Odegaard hit, you can see he was annoyed as well because it hit off of John Stones and does a weird flex could go anywhere. And if he missed it, I'm looking at both of them. But the second one that he missed is like he didn't want to get the ball, but he had no choice because no one else was within the vicinity to pass it, so he had to shoot. And that's like,
And then to anger me even more, Haaland has not touched the ball the entire first half. One cross, bang, goal. I was livid.
World class goal, by the way.
Bro.
World class. Because what Savinho's doing, like it's a quick shimmy turn whip. Like, and I'm thinking, Saliba, where are you? Like, where have you gone? Where have you just disappeared?
And listen, sometimes you just have to hold your head up. Who was it? Gabriel Saliba?
Saliba.
I couldn't see. All I see, I go. I was going mad.
You can always tell when it's Saliba because Saliba, as brilliant as he is, he's got a thing about aerial stuff. He's not the greatest.
I was just gonna say that the hang time. If you're a centre forward and you've got hang time, Saliba wants no part of this.
Haaland put him on a poster. What was that?
Oscar, the airtime Erling Haaland. I think his head was above the crossbar. Like he got up in there.
By mile.
Say that again.
By a mile. He's at the crossbar, but standing normally as it is.
Saliba got done for movement and just airtime. It happens.
There's a shot of Raya in mid-air when this ball's hit the back of the net, and you know if a keeper's had to do something like that, you know that okay, somebody's messed up. Someone over there is just messed up because you've made the goalkeeper look like an absolute fool. And world-class header.
We're not gonna let Guardiola DCI Sonoga's on you. You're a criminal, blood. Nunes at right back.
Oh,
Man City are playing with 10 men.
I was salivating when I saw the 11 and I saw Bernardo Silva in the middle and I saw Nunes on the right wing, or right wing back, whatever that was. Okay. And he moved Marmoush, who was better on the right wing the week before. He's moved him out as like I guess
number
10.
A
pair up. Was it a 10? Would you say it was a 10? You know, I was there like, oh my God. Because I saw R11 and I thought this is our best 11.
No. Now, granted, we didn't attack him down the wings. Like, I think most of the goals come down from mistakes and blah. I didn't see the fifth one because I just switched it off.
Only the first two.
We didn't really get at them at the wings, but yeah. Listen,
why did you switch it off a game like that?
No, 4-1 blood. I was like, yo, man,
you got a drink in that after the match experience.
Brother. Do you know
you get yourself a glass?
Let me explain myself.
And you drink it in.
Let me explain.
You overdose.
Let me explain.
Do you know how much content I've watched at AD since? against them.
That's a momentous occasion.
Let me explain,
Benita's
bro.
got better analysis than me, bro, of this game.
Brother.
There's so much content on it. Go on,
Peter
David.
knows. I was at church, blood. You know them early starts, cuz man comeback is it's bro. Peter knows, you know, cuz the shift I put in. So I'm seeing 4-1. I've snoozed off. We've won. So I've missed the 5th goal. But from what I saw, we played well. Yeah, that midfield, Man City can't hack us, bro. They couldn't handle it, bro.
Man City can't hack. Because I think I said it last time. I said it before, and I think people think I'm being cocky about it. I had no fear against Man City. I know they're Man City and they were into form, but I said before, I went into this game thinking we can win it because I don't think it was mad. Their form isn't great, even though they were in good form. They haven't been great the whole season, and they've shown it. And we did it in this game eventually. If you press them, they're weak. You don't say they're weak in midfield, which is hilarious. That's why I was annoyed when we scored, and obviously the Martinelli one was offside, and Havertz missed that one. I was pissed off. I was like, why are we sitting back like we're scared to see? I was vexed.
There's nothing to be scared about.
It's like we were waiting to get sucker punched, and then Raya did his job, and it was like, there's some 2 great saves.
But Lola, do you know what?
It was annoying.
But you know what, Lola? I think genuinely now everybody is universally aware because City had a massive dip in form, right? They were horrible for a long time. They picked up a few wins. Okay, it was Ipswich, it was Leicester, and that was always a little asterisk on them. Then they got the draw at Brentford away. I thought, okay, yeah, City are not really back. They then beat Chelsea, where Chelsea will feel aggrieved that they didn't actually win that game at the Etihad. Yeah. I think now is the time to know that actually, because you know how in denial I've been about City all season. I've been very much like, they'll be there. Don't you worry, they'll be there. But I felt like yesterday cemented the fact that they are not going to be there. Do you know what I mean? Like officially, because as you said, look, all it takes, like they'll finish in the top 4, don't get me wrong, but all it takes is a team of hard, that in the midfield, just hard-working midfield
dogs
will kill City.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of midfielders that we know that will.
If you give them a Newcastle who are in decent form, they're cracking City.
Correct. So a Newcastle, a Villa,
you need technical ability. No, a little bit of technical ability. None of this pace and power, bro. You need to be able to pass.
Honestly.
Fusion, but I'm saying City just have zero muscle. So you're gonna have you have to have like workers like we do. We have got Rice, we have got Odegaard who can both work. They are all, and Rice especially, are way more technical than they're given credit for. So you have Odegaard is technical, Partey is technical. Rice and Odegaard are more of the runners as well as being technical, especially Odegaard. So you have both. Yeah. It's like, but this is why I was annoyed. It's like, I don't care if it's City or whatever. In this game specifically, there was no reason for us to sit back at that period in the first half. At the start of the second, it was weird. It was annoying. It's like we kind of like, was acting like something was happening, like we're playing Liverpool, who are clearly better, and you want to be a bit more cautious. City were not good. They haven't been good for time.
Do you not think though, Lola, like a lot of people blame Mikel for the way Arsenal seem to approach games, right? Because it's like a repetitive thing. We see it over time. So it's almost like, is this by design? But the very fact that, like you said, I think you guys are bang on. Like we retreated after taking the lead, where we weren't really on them like dogs. But then when they equalized, I mean, thank God we scored 30 seconds later. But because that could have been a completely different game. And by the way, Foden's pass that everyone says, what a terrible pass. What a terrible pass that was.
Shocking pass.
Hang on. Had he met his target, let me tell you right now, City were 3-on-2. They were going. They were going to leave us for dead. Go watch it again.
Yeah. Partey was there though. It was a blind pass.
Listen. Partey was there. Thank God.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is,
what I'm saying, bro.
What I'm saying, listen. Had
it's a bad pass.
Yeah, but had he made the pass?
Yeah,
the player was there. The player that he was looking to was there.
No, I hear you. Had it they're off. But the point is, like they say, if you like pass a blind pass in the back, doesn't matter if it can get someone else. It's a dumb pass.
No, that's fair. The point I was going to make was that all of a sudden,
different game. Yeah, different game.
We squeezed every City player there was. We squeezed them. Like Kovacic got suffocated. Bernardo Silva suffocated. Foden had the worst game of his life. And what's funny with Foden was I was very, very worried about him yesterday because he's low key been on form and no one's talking about it, and that's always dangerous
Yeah,
No, not really. Like I'm talking about like the mainstream media of side of things. They weren't talking about Foden.
They literally, the second he started scoring, you saw the stats.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
PR.
Okay, maybe I was blind to that. I didn't hear nothing about Foden. So in my mind,
Yeah.
I thought, geez, if he quietly keeps going, then all of a sudden this will be the game where the light is shone type of thing.
Can I tell you
they'll
something,
come
PR?
back to him.
Let me tell you something. Foden is not who he thinks he is, bro. You're not that guy, bro.
Ooh. Who is he?
He's not, bro. He's not that guy to lead the team, bro.
That's it.
Needs.
It's not a league.
He's
Yeah,
not.
but he wasn't meant to lead the team. Look at the other senior players in that side.
But the thing is, I think what people tend to do now is stop pretending that Foden is still 18, 19-year-old. He's an old attacker. He's been in it. The whole thing is like he's got experience. He's won how many Premier Leagues? He's been here. So this whole thing, this mystique about how he's not the main leader, but we like it, whether he likes it or not, he is one of them. And he consistently does this thing and gets away with it often, and it's annoying.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he's supposed to be the senior player that he hasn't necessarily adapted to.
Yeah. No. You have to graduate, and at the end of the day, there's certain expectations that you put on a teenager coming into a squad, and even when that player is 21, 22. But we don't judge players based on their age. We judge them more so based on their experience. There's a player like I don't know, like Cole Palmer last year. He was what, 22? But it was his first season starting for a team. So you judge it as his first season. Whereas there's some players that started at 19. By 22, you're like, okay, you've been here 3 years.
Yeah.
So show me something.
I wasn't fearful of Foden in this game because I knew what was going to happen. Him and his big game things, unless it's certain things, unless it's like everyone's on board. I do not fear Foden for these certain things. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew he was going to go on a run. Score a couple goals against these lower men. And everyone was going to gas it, which is exactly what happened. But I had no fear of him. The only thing I had was like, oh, he's got technique, so don't let him shoot from a certain point. But other than that, I knew exactly what happened.
I can give you an example, yeah. I can give you an example, yeah. He should be how Cesc Fabregas was after the Invincibles.
Just running it.
Running it, bruv. You've seen it. You've seen Yaya Toure. You've seen De Bruyne. You've seen David Silva. Bruv, you've grown up on, bruv.
Even
the
example was there with Cole Palmer, like literally carrying a team. And even though the team is not performing, you can still see that you're a standout. Man City can lose games, and we can still look at Foden and go, you know what? It's not his fault they're losing.
Literally, it's like one of those things, like, if your team loses, as the best player or the best two players, you cannot be like the one who's been looking at as like, oh, you didn't try. You know what I mean? It's like I always say, it's like certain games of Arsenal, Saka's the one they will blame or they'll praise. Even with Palmer for one season, this season now, it's on him.
Yeah.
We're seeing it live. Oh, asking for him in the big games. Yeah,
doesn't get past it. We all know he's one, and that's why everyone always says, if you put Foden in a team that's not Man City, you still have the technical ability, or will he be as lauded as he is? Because the chest he shows me isn't of someone that can handle to be like the person to kind of like lead a team that's maybe like fourth or fifth that you're trying to get into. It doesn't give me that. It gives me like, if you give me a top level team, I'll perform within that team, but I don't know if I'll lead it. It's like Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham gives me, I am the guy. Even if he's not as sound as Foden, Jude Bellingham has the chest and the bravado to actually be able to whereas Foden,
he's a leader. He has the Huskies.
Yeah. So like, and that's the thing. Like, we pressed them in the second half like crazy. Like, we hounded them once we got the second goal in, and then we got the third, and then we got the fourth. It was like this seemed to me like it was almost like a halftime team talk where Mikel was like, "Excuse me, boys, we can kill this lot. We can actually kill them." Whereas in the first half, it looked like, listen, let's not get too high horse on us. You know, City can turn the game, and that's the thing. Like, they were showing probably nothing, and Arsenal probably invited them a lot. Hence the Haaland goal. But like, and that's the problem with a team like Man City. They just need one go, and that's it. Like, that's the problem. And the game could have completely gone the other way had we not intercepted the pass. What's going on?
I just can't stand Nicholas Jackson, man. He's so bad at football.
No, but I know you want to see one. Yeah, City have the quality in terms of individuals, but why I didn't think it was a game where I thought at worst we'd draw it, and I would have still been annoyed because it would have been like we let City off. I never thought they were going to win this game, even when they were like on us because we let them. I never thought they were. It's not arrogance, it's just based on what I've seen. I just didn't think they were going to draw it and everything was stupid. But like I said, Haaland, who had, in my opinion, a crap game, but he gave him one chance. Other than that, everyone else was dead in that game. I forgot my mission was on the pitch, and it was hilarious when he got stuff. It's like, oh, he's a good player. He's young. I'm not going to like trash him. But I didn't notice him at all in this game.
Yeah.
I didn't notice him. They're all dead. It's hilarious.
I've never seen this before. Like, we battered them, and they looked like somebody said it earlier that they didn't have the strength. They just, they looked like weak.
They got snapped up like uncles, as opposed to like
on a real.
It was hilarious because
on a real.
This is when I felt slightly not sorry, but I just kind of felt for Johnson because it's like it wasn't all his fault. But a lot of the deflections or the things just happened to come off him. So
it's funny, like in the replay, in some of the analysis, you see Guardiola telling Ortega like to put it long, and Ortega's playing out from the back, and it's almost like,
and it's like, come on, your guys.
Are they just not listening to him? Is it a scenario where
they're too kind of like in it, where it's like it's not in them to like hoof it, even though they should. So maybe takes a bit longer for them to realize, hey, this is not working. And also, I think they just slightly don't rate us.
What? Yeah,
like
maybe so.
We're not like Mustafi anymore. It's like they still not like in their head that we'll still do it. And then because is on them consistently. It's hilarious.
Do you know what's a really big what's a really underrated thing about Pep Guardiola that I don't think we talk about enough when we talk about he's one of the greatest in the world, right? Is that he somehow gets the team to buy into everything. Because when you think, right, like, okay, obviously not yesterday, I'm not referring to yesterday, but as in, when you actually think about it, like some of his methods have probably always been mad, but because he's succeeded and he's done so well, it looks a lot, he looks like the greatest thing since sliced bread. But then when a team doesn't buy into it anymore, you look really stupid. Like you look like you're on stuff. And I genuinely think it's the first time, hence why he brings back a Gundogan in the summer, where I think for the first time he's got a bunch of players that I don't think wholeheartedly believe his methods.
No, I think they do.
I think they do.
I think it's just a lot of players are either older or it's just not working. It's just a thing. I think
they do.
Even with Rodri, I think they'd be better, but I don't think they would still be good. Because like, I don't think they'd still be up there. So it's like one of those ones where Pep is still Pep. It's just having it isn't like that, but it's just like.
Yeah, I mean it's incredible scenes, Jeff.
Yeah, we're very bad.
Oh wait, just wait.
What's it called? Yeah, no.
David, shush, man.
I like David. You're the one that made all the noise and the gestures, bro.
It's so obvious.
By the way, we got Ernest in the building, Manchester United fan. Well, go on, Ernest. What's happening?
Yeah.
Hello, man. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. We're just talking about the humiliation Manchester City received last night.
Even the City slapping, I want to praise the babies who I always back. Miles
Go for it.
And no one can ever make me hate him. And all those losers, specifically, no offense, AD, Liverpool fans on Twitter, who have some big issue who are enjoying a win is You're mad.
Lola, I didn't know how rattled the world is.
It's insane, especially from a club who's like, again, not hating on certain people. It's like a club who make it very clear that, we're clearing it doesn't really matter what you do. Why are you upset that Arsenal fans are just enjoying banter beef with City? It doesn't affect you at all. It's very confused about it. And it wasn't like it came out of nowhere. It's literally just a back and forth from a game in this season. Haaland said something in one game. Gabriel made it clear, we'll see them back at our place. He did the whole
he did.
Yeah, and Lewis Kelly he did the whole thing to Lewis Kelly saying, who are you? Lewis Kelly said, come, I will see you next game. And it happened again. It's like, it's just beef. It happened.
He told Jesus to F off. Who was he? Yeah.
Cool, let me score on your head top and I'll do your celebration. You can't do nothing about it. You can talk about, City have won this. Like, that's not the conversation. It's about a game. 2 games where and it happens.
Oscar, what's gone on at Stamford Bridge?
A good ball over the top, yeah. Kudus has been giving Colwell a bundle of stress this entire game. Levi Colwell can't hack Kudus, yeah. So the ball comes back over the top. Colwell gets to the ball before Kudus, but he's under so much pressure that he passes it back, but he doesn't look where he's passing. He passes it right to Bowen. Bowen with a neat finish around the goalkeeper. 1-0 West Ham.
About frigging time. I wanted you to give me the score, then talk about the goal. I was there, like I got the scoreline literally pending to go, and you're there.
Sorry.
Over the top. Mohamed Kudus has been doing this. No, Mohamed Kudus has been doing this with Colwell. I was like,
brilliant. Oh, he set the scene, right?
Build up.
No, when
I play.
Oscar is Gillette Soccer Saturday right now. When we say something's gone on at Stamford Bridge, you tell us the headline. Give us the headline and then tell us how it is afterwards.
Bro, I paint the picture. You got to remember, you lot are watching the game, so you're ready for the headline.
The thing is, but by the way he was talking, it's like, okay, so what actually happened? Did they score or not? Like, what's going on here?
I gave it to you piece by piece.
Until you said finish.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh.
Oscar would not last long on the Young Sport podcast.
Hey, relax on this, man.
So 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. Graham Potter's West Ham United would take the lead. Jared Bowen with a lovely finish in the bottom left corner. Oscar,
Graham Potter. Sorry.
I hear Sanchez has been dropped
yes.
for Jorgensen, right? So he's
in goal. Yeah.
How's he been so far in the first 45 minutes?
He had one uncomfortable moment with the ball at his feet, but he kicked it far away, and then it got on the West Ham player's foot, so that was a bit shaky. But other than that, he's had a couple of saves to make, and then the goal was not really much you can do about the goal. It was a great shot from Bowen. So like average. At this point with Sanchez, as long as you don't make a mistake, you'll be all right. You know what I mean? So every goal we concede, every third goal we concede is a Sanchez mistake.
Every third goal.
Yeah.
Crazy. Guys,
I was going to say, it sounds like, well, who's the keeper we had in the Champions League? What's his name? The one that we had on our...
Neto.
Yeah, where it was just like, he was just waiting.
What was he doing? That was outrageous.
It's one thing like, you misjudge a ball coming out, so you come at your penalty area, all right, cool. You're caught out. But the fact you tried to save outside the box, two hands.
Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah, because obviously that night was Champions League. There was like 100 games going on. Yeah, so I caught it late. I caught it like 15 minutes late. I see the goal on my timeline. I said, "Wait, hold on. Was this a youth team or something?" I was like, "How is this Champions League Premier League goalkeeper coming out of his box and trying to save the ball from outside the box?"
Imagine if he did save it. That was 10 men. Oh, all I could do was laugh. It was just hilarious. Because minute one, he was bad when he almost lost the ball when he came out with it. It was just like, oh god.
In fairness to him, I'll only say this: he's not been in goal since May, so maybe he's forgotten. He's lost his bearings.
That's a hell of a signing, by the way.
No way.
You signed the Cup goalkeeper. Are you all right?
Listen, he could have played in the FA Cup. He could play in the Champions League group stage, but we chose not to.
Okay.
Did you see what he did in the Champions League group stage?
You had to replace Aaron Ramsdale. I think that's a more than competent goalkeeper. He was good for Bournemouth last season.
Yeah, we're not gonna stick on him. I'm just gonna say, I said it before. Again, I've been kind of fairly right about a lot of the signings. I would have perfectly fine if we would have just kept tying. So I had no reason to care about getting a second keeper like that.
You need a better keeper than Hein. I'm honestly.
Is he better? Is he better?
Yeah. No. Listen, he had a shocker in Girona, right? He had a shocker. But first of all, at the end of the day, we won the game, and he's a more than experienced goalkeeper.
I'm not like Harper. I'm just saying. It was one of the ones where I didn't see the point in. Same
former
with
Barcelona, former Valencia. Come on, man.
I don't care. A lot of people are former this person and crap.
Listen, Brazilian international.
Wonderful.
We'll move on. We'll move on. I'm having him over Carl Hein. Anything last on this game, guys, before we move on?
Yeah, I just want to say, MLS before the goal was having a stormer. He was bodying big 6'5" Haaland before the game. So even if he would have had a fantastic game, and it was easy. It was jokes. He was just comfortable, easy. And Ranieri is a star. We've got two at the same time. When Saka comes fit, it's going to be Saka as the senior man. It's hilarious. He's like 22. You've got one 17-year-old, one 18-year-old. They're fantastic. The second he was begging for the pass from Rice, I immediately knew he was going to score. He was going to score. And
it was quite. I don't know why it looked very weird watching him sort of bend the ball. Like he had that low center of gravity where kind of like it looked a bit awkward. But hey, listen, it was a great finish.
I knew immediately he was going to score.
I'm surprised Ortega didn't go for it. That surprised me a little bit. Say again?
Not good like that. Yeah.
He's not good like that. Yeah, as Nat says here, Miles Lewis Skelly is a G, a real G indeed.
Pete, can we talk about the overall backlash to your involvement in the game? Obviously, during the game, yeah. I remember seeing that Partey goal, yeah. And when you were doing the announcing, you're like, Thomas, bro. It sounded like that was the loudest I've heard the Emirates in a long, long time. It seemed like everyone was really going for it. Did it feel that way in the stadium?
Yeah, like I think that's exactly what AD's saying there. Like they're used to it now, and in a big game, you're gonna get that because I felt like at the Tottenham game, it was also quite pretty up there, quite loud and whatnot. A few of the Champions League games as well, it's been like that. In the big games, the crowd are really up for it, and you know, Thomas Partey is obviously a question, you know, a topic of various conversation and. The fact that he kind of got it in such a way, it was almost like it's an easy name to chant kind of thing in that format, in that way.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
the Miles Lewis Skelly one, I don't even know how that went because the crowd was so loud. Huh? It was mid.
Yeah, it didn't hit the same. It didn't hit the same.
Oh, just for me, I heard it. It's like mad.
Too many words.
The thing is, it was almost like because at the same time, I had to do it before we the kickoff was retaken. But the crowd was still cheering from the goal. So it was almost like it was happening whilst like they were just going ballistic because, you know, frigging Haaland's own's gone and scored a goal against Man City, done the celebration. The crowd were mental. We were doing, they were doing the Poznan in the North Bank. There were people bouncing everywhere. It was just like, it was an absolute mess. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, and then, you know, full-time whistle, that's what you're referring to, Oscar, in terms of the Kendrick chorus, the tune Humble, I mean, had to be done. And the funny thing is, yeah, I thought about this.
How did you come up with that? Because you put it in a group chat that midday before the game that if Arsenal win, I'm going to play this song.
Mate, I had it at the away leg. From the away leg game, I remember I saw like social media was like talking about it from that day, from the City away game. And it was like, I think it was like the day after, like all the Stay Humble, you know, all that kind of stuff from Haaland. And it was from that day I was like, you know what? If things go well, if things go according to plan, if it's a thrashing, if it's a, you know, I was just hoping for all the ducks had to align.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was one of those ones where it was just like, if I don't do it now, I failed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I failed.
For real, yeah.
Like,
because the kind of whole humble thing only works purely for this season. I feel like
of course, yeah.
Really, right, it's like it's a contained season thing. Like if Arsenal fans need to remember that. Don't bring it back next season. Like it's purely contained. Unless Haaland in, let it just be.
Lola, you know, is coming back next season.
I know, but the thing is, part of it is like Arsenal fans in general are noisy. It's the media who actually go into it. So what I need people to realize is like you can talk about how Arsenal fans retain stuff that they pay, and part of it is that payness. Also, most of the time, it's the media who make it bigger than it actually is.
Yeah.
I mean, United fans do something, or Chelsea, or even Villa, all these man, but it doesn't pick up. But then Sky Sports do segments on it that be it, I can't remember the name of the accounts, but all those like football known accounts will have something to do with humble.
And we saw it come to a head when Carragher's telling Erdegaard to put the camera down.
You get what I mean? So they make it a thing. Was like Arsenal fans are allowed to kind of be paid. It's what fans do. But then when the media they make it bigger. So what I'm saying is Arsenal fans can forever bring up the humble thing. But unless it's the media part of it that needs to kind of not make it go longer than it is, or it just looks sad. It's like one season it's fine. If they keep bringing it back is when it looks like an annoying thing. It's like a lot of the time it's not Arsenal fans. It's like Carragher and Neville and all these men who just extend the life of something that doesn't speak they did unless they want to make fun of it. And on Neville, he's a prick and I hate his face.
Do you know what, Lola? Like I'm slowly he's starting to really grind my gears. He's really starting to grate on me because the recent overlap sort of episodes where he's just come for our coaching stuff, or he's just gone for Arsenal fans about conspiracy this, like why we saying what we're saying about referees.
The overlap?
Yeah, I do. To be honest, I do. It just depends on who the guest is.
The Man United group chat?
Yes,
I can't lie.
Guess who was the guest this week, Ernie?
Who knows?
Who's the guest this
Brother,
week?
Who knows?
They brought man back. They brought Rudy back again.
Of course,
but he's part of the thing, though, isn't he? He's actually part of it.
I don't mind things. I don't mind when I see clips of it. It's just more about him specifically in comms, in his stuff. It's like what's happening? It's like you spent all that time when Haaland did the whole throwing the ball at Gabriel's head, laughing in his face, and all that stuff. The second Gabriel within his rights kept that and did it back to him. He was talking about, I wouldn't mind if I wouldn't be shocked. Or I wouldn't be. It makes sense if Haaland was to go at him. I'm like, it's a colour thing. You're a bastard and hate your face.
No, bro. The thing with him, yeah, is that there's lack of integrity, bro. You were a player, bro. You knew the beef between Arsenal and Man United. You were involved, directly involved, blood. You know how this thing rolls, blood. How you gonna be two-faced? Nah, man.
Like he didn't go to Anfield showing his
No.
badge.
Grabbed his badge at the cop end.
Come on, man.
What lips pull skulls was it?
Hey, you're kissing man.
Yeah.
You're shouting people's face. You're doing all this and that. But because Gabriel wants to do a little,
Hey, we need a podcast episode about that kiss because that's one of the wildest things I've ever.
You know what's funny, yeah?
It's not that deep, man.
The thing is, yeah. No, here's the thing. That kiss makes it look like Neville's the weirdo and Scholes kind of just it was against his will.
Was it Scholes fucking his daughter's toes?
Exactly that. That's exactly what I was going. So there's form. There's form.
That's better. There's a pattern.
But
There's a
the
pattern.
point is, like Neville is just the hypocrisy. It's like everyone's hypocritical when it comes to anything. The level at which he does it and the platform he's allowed to do it on is what annoys me. We're gonna say that.
It looks like a pub man, isn't it?
He's great.
Be real,
He's great
I'll be
in
real,
my
guys.
games.
I
He's great in my
don't-
games at the minute.
No, but let me especially when it doesn't have anything to do with Man United. It's like you were happy when Haaland did it to Gabriel. Keep the energy.
Was he though?
He was.
he though?
Yes, he was.
They lapped it up. They lapped it up like as in like this
Well,
is
when-
this is football. This is like it's football. As in it's like football man to man thing. This is part of it.
No,
It's
but
part
you
of
know what?
rivalry.
They didn't condemn it.
They
Yeah,
never
but-
condemned it at all.
They're talking about it was funny. It was this and that. It was jokes. Gabriel doesn't even say anything. All Gabriel did was like he laughed and said when he scored, and then he did some kind of banterous thing when he got his shoe taken off and was like, "Hey, come back, pick up my shoe." It's a little thing with them and two. It's a bit of banter thing. It happened because Haaland started it.
Because personally, I don't
Right.
agree with what Gary Neville said on his podcast
Yeah, but-
about.
yeah, I'm just saying. It's like that's what I'm saying.
I don't agree, but I wouldn't call him a hypocrite because I
Oh,
feel
he
like
is.
he's
He is.
tough.
You can't praise. You
He
can't
did it himself. He did it himself.
praise and laugh when Haaland does it, and then get upset when Gabriel comes back.
Oh, I need to find those clips.
Also the issue is like it was Miles Skelly who done it. Miles Skelly, you know, Lewis Skelly, right? Like as in like if it wasn't that young kid who done it, say it was Odegaard or say it was like Declan. If it was Declan Rice, they would have
Wait.
lapped it up.
Wait, did he criticize Skelly?
Not as in
No.
Carragher today, for example, was saying, I didn't like that. I didn't like what that boy's done. You know, he's a young player. Carragher said it today on Monday night.
It's even on Talk Sport. All them, look, everyone's talking about
Everyone's
it.
talking about
I
it.
don't care about no talk sport.
That's what I was saying to you earlier. I was saying to you earlier, Lola, like everyone is so rattled by us yesterday. And it blew my mind.
Do you know what?
The thing is as well,
Here's the colour thing. Saka and Rashford did it at a game when we played Man United. Saka did Rashford's thing.
They do the darts thing.
yeah.
Rashford did the whole thing with the nothing because it's black on black crime. Because of this Haaland, this was the extra. I don't care. I'm keeping it. It's a
I
colour
don't
thing.
I don't really get how we can sit here and talk for ages about the 90s and the 2000s and all of these great teams. Literally hated each. They literally went in the tunnel and were throwing pizza at each other or whatever they was doing. Yeah.
The argument is like oh, Arsenal will win anything. When Fabregas was throwing pizza, we won't win anything then either. But everyone feels funny. It's banter. It's meant to be a thing.
Yeah, but it's like have you guys never played like a game?
And this is
Like
and
you don't need to be winning to give someone else some stick.
Yeah,
Like, they won 5-1. 5-1.
Battered them.
Like
Battered them.
against the champions.
what City usually are the one who do the 5-1 4-0 to us. We finally get one back in
Brother.
like this thing, and they're upset
Yeah,
about enjoying.
This was the city of Manchester City. Do you know what I mean? Not the Etihad Man City. This is the old school, the old stadium name. This is Main Road City. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we battered them, we thrashed them. Guardiola's never lost by 4 goals in a match ever in his career.
Yes,
Never.
he has.
Who?
Everton's first season.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well, he lost 4-0.
I think
4-0.
Wasn't it 4-1?
I remember it being 4-0.
I thought it was 4-1. What did I think? 4-1?
Tom Davies, Lukaku, Lookman.
Yeah, I know exactly what game you're referring to.
I feel like it was 0.
Why did I think it was 4-1? Sorry.
the stat is more than 4 goals. He definitely did lose 4-0 to Everton. That was jokes.
Yes,
Anyway.
correct. He lost 4-0.
Listen,
He lost
yeah.
4-0 straight.
Hey, Pete, have you seen that video of them asking reporters stupidly gone and ask Guardiola about Skelly's celebration in it? And he was like, I've not seen it, but good. He just laughed at. I was just like,
Yeah, because I mean, it's one to use for next season. Look, this will roll over to next season in terms of just rivalry.
I'm just like, yeah.
And by the way, we're gonna get ours. And when it comes, we're gonna get piled on, and it is what it is. This is the game.
Hold on.
But all I'm saying is, I need.
Yeah, Pete, that was a bit crazy still. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
all I need
He said, when it comes, we're gonna get piled on. Hey,
Ernest, man.
I was trying to bypass it. You man left it.
That emphasis has made it worse, man.
no, but guys, hey, that was crazy.
Right, let me get through.
I was gonna end it on this one. It's like I need Skelly and Emmanuel Skelly and Ethan to have the same protection that Saka has. Because the second Lewis Skelly has like a poor game or lesser average, even though he's still 18, because he pick and choose when he wants his age. The second he has a poor game, he might be a penalty, or he's not having the greatest game.
Yeah.
Everything back, and they will destroy this boy. It's
Good.
And it's really about
Welcome to the game, son.
yeah, but there's a difference between bantering and destroying. And we know how the English press loves to do, especially black boys who aren't timid. Let's have Saka is the easy one. It's like this Kante level. It's the easy one to kind of love. He's a bit more reserved. Miles Lewis Skelly is not a reserved brother. We've seen videos of him dancing. He's enjoyable. So the thing is, I need everyone to kind of not you guys, but like Arsenal fans, the way we kind of protect Saka, same energy needs to be around Lewis Skelly because he's more of an extrovert, and they will find a way.
Do you know what? You're right, because they
you know what? His celebration yesterday, because they didn't, he's all of a sudden not a teenager anymore.
Boom, they'll forget that he's 18. They'll forget it.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm more confident about with him though, his mentality is different level. It's different freaking level. For an 18-year-old, that's a man, blood.
Yeah,
but bro, he went toe to toe with Haaland. There was a moment in the middle of the pitch when them two are wrestling each other, and he takes him down, and then he gets the free kick. I said, this guy's a different animal. And remember,
where is he from?
He must be from Northwest. He must be.
It's funny enough.
I can't lie. He gives me Northwest energy.
He gives me Northwest energy.
West.
Where's my brother? In fact, do you know what? I should have known where he was from because I had a look at this guy. This guy straight. He was born in Denmark Hill. He was born in Denmark Hill. It's crazy.
He's from Denmark Hill.
King's College. My guy.
That's where he's from, boy.
Do you know what? So
this guy went to Tennyson's, bro. I swear
on Twitter.
What?
I'm joking.
On Twitter, they posted a picture of him and Ethan Nwaneri signing their signatures, like their childhood contracts.
Yeah.
And they were wearing the training kit, this Puma training kit, and I'm like, bro, I was an adult when this training kit was out. Why are you 7 in this picture? It's the one that you have. It's the one that you have with the blue bit on the side. With the
Ethan's not even 18 yet. He's still 17. You can't leave him.
This was Henri's team, isn't it?
Kids, you know?
Wanjeri and
Lewis
Skelly, they were Henri's team, Henri's camp.
Yeah,
and he was saying, and Henri was saying, like, there's a video where even I think Saka's in like a couple of years, whatever above, and he was saying like Saka was just like one of the man them. Like there was nothing really special about him. It was more so Chris Willock. It was your like I think it was Daniel Marlon, Navididi, people like that. Yeah.
Nelson is some of the ones, but Saka's the one who actually kind of blew. But like, I'm saying that. I'm not saying don't criticize them when they do have bag. I'm just saying I need the energy to cut because specifically for Miles, they're going to be.
Yeah,
I didn't
get
even
through these
deep
comments,
the
Oscar.
severity of what you were saying until I thought about it. I'm like, it's actually going to get long for him.
But do you know what I like about Skelly's thing? Just really quickly.
Go on.
Like he's just like there's times where like he'll be getting into people's faces, and maybe had like a little back and forth with Calvin Phillips. And then do you guys remember like when he's this was a Spurs game, I think. Yeah. Absolutely piss boiling. Like he's lapping it up, he's walking around. This isn't an 18-year-old. This is a fully fledged veteran. Like he's a student of the game. No. In fact, you guys remember that Triple H promo when he's like, "You think I'm a student of the game?" I'm the effing game. That's Lewis Skelly. Like he's not as bold. Like he gets it out of position, inverting. Phenomenal prospects. What a prospect! 18 years of age.
Hey, he is he's a veteran, you know.
Bro, this guy.
Don't forget. He's in the defender.
Don't forget, guys. Don't forget, he was booked before coming on the pitch against City away. Remember
I
what
said
he
he got a
was?
booking before his debut, you know.
Oh, the guy was there giving it. Told David
And
Reyes stay on the floor. Stay on
That's
the
when
floor
he
in the
came
floor when
on,
he was at the
and
corner.
Haaland looked at him like, "Who the heck?"
Who was this
No,
dumb?
he gets it. He gets it, man. He gets it.
Well, guess what?
He gets
Now you know Haaland. Now you know.
Now you know. All right, comments
He's
real
the,
quickly.
he's the
Footy
game.
agendas. Footy agenda says salute Peter with some wonderful housery, playing Be Humble statement game. Baraka is a Chelsea fan, as you guys all know. Halftime thoughts. I hate it here. He's not happy indeed. Nat says the Haaland family are losers, especially the dad talking like he won something. He won nothing in his career. Honestly, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do a Roy Keane on Alfie as well. Nat says Gary Neville is a loser. Your dad's name Neville, and you failed as a coach.
That is insane.
That's funny. Footy agenda says Cara needs to keep his mouth shut, lest he spit on a kid by mistake. Clown was running Palmer best player in the league prop when his team was being carried by one player. You guys are going all in.
He was right though. He was right.
Blood fire.
You know, going all in, man. Footy agenda says the thought that the sky was the limit for Philip Walter Foden when he scored a brace against Ipswich. I have never seen a technical player with worse passing, no vision, no will. Haaland starving.
Hey, you know when Foden started scoring them goals, yeah? I saw one tweet that just said Foden's just opened his mouth.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like literally.
I was dying.
Can I just
when they're gonna be laughing, they're gonna just like give him the Premier again.
I'll say this. Thierry Henry is the greatest analyst in sports right now. I just want to say that because his rinsing of Erling Haaland, spot on.
It was funny and factual. It was funny and factual. It's like you can talk about Haaland not getting like passes, but you stop. You're a 6'5" man who's wicked fast and he's used to move.
Yeah,
you could help them out, you know.
No, exactly. Listen, Arsenal got the demolition job done, but Liverpool did go to Dean Court, formerly known as, and win 2-0 against the Cherries. And was it as clear as a 2-0 victory, AD?
You know what? Hey, Bournemouth are a good side, man. They got some hoopers. That left hand side, like Trent got packed and potions. Holy friggin' smokes! Semenyo's a player. But I think it was a professional job, wasn't it? It was away at Bournemouth. Make sure you don't concede. You score your goals and then you leave. And I think what that Bournemouth game I think showed me is that these boys understand that there's a league on the line, and we're growing closer and closer and closer and closer. And I'm sure at the back of their minds, they must be thinking, we win here, we beat Everton, game, set, a match. Thank you very much. So, nothing necessarily to write home about, but I think what we're seeing from this Liverpool side is, you know, we could be nasty, we could be dogged, we can dig deep, we can be resolute, we can, like, it's boring talking about Van Dijk. Like, Van Dijk's average game is like, Oscar, remember Disassi away at City last year?
Yeah. Good.
How was he that day?
He was really good. He was our best player.
That's Van Dijk on a normal Saturday. Like, Van Dijk's average is another man's like peak performance. He's just phenomenal. And Kanate too. Robertson much improved. So I think arting the gauntlet is very, very simple. Let's get this league home.
Sorry, let's get this league home indeed. I mean, look, Bournemouth, as you said, they are a very good side, but you know what, Liverpool, mate, they are plugging away, man. They did what they had to do best. And I tell you what, guys, Mohamed Salah, yeah, we could talk about him, all season long. The penalty was so certain. It was so true. It was such a penalty that this is a guy who said, "Listen,
is it?
Oh yeah, it was a true penalty." And then in terms of, sorry, I don't mean the foul. The foul we can discuss, but I'm talking about the actual kick itself. And then
I'm talking about Salah as a penalty taker. Like my heart is always in my mouth. My heart's in my mouth now when he takes penalties.
When he put it into that bottom corner, that was a penalty that you just said, why the goalkeeper didn't have to be there. There was no point of him being there in the first place. And then the second one with such delicacy and such, crisp and class and flair with it. It was lovely. It was an
And,
unbelievable.
and guess what? Salah. I thought Kirk has done a job on them. Salah for a large parts of the game, fairly ineffective. Like he was probing, he was trying, but that's just the quality, right? That's like how football's all about maximizing your moments, isn't it? Because
Exactly that.
in a football game, how many touches does an attacking player have? What? Let's just say on average, I don't even know. Let's say 35,
Yeah.
maybe.
Depends if it's a striker or a winger.
Okay, let's just say your average winger. What? Point is, right? You get the ball a finite amount of times, and you gotta make it count. And I think what Salah's phenomenal at is he makes it count. He's so decisive. He's so devastating. Don't get me wrong, he'll miss one, he'll miss two, but he knows he plays the game. He knows if he hits his KPIs, he's gonna hit target for this month. Literally, bro, he's picking up the phone. Eventually, my bro, you're gonna get those deals on over the line, and I think that's what Salah is. Salah just works the system, and I think that's why a lot of people hate him because he's a numbers by numbers guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'll have a certain number. He'll have a certain amount of shots in the game. He'll leave with 2 goals. Thank you very much. See you later.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's the difference between like people who like love the football game in terms of like the game as like the game like it's like if you love a Neymar or Ronaldinho. They're never going to love Salah. They can accept. They're not going to love him, but that is what it is. You just got to be fine with it.
Sorry, Oscar, just very quickly, at Stamford Bridge, I've just seen, I don't know if you're ahead of me. I'm not sure, Oscar. I'm on minute 51, 45, 46, 47.
Yeah, I'm like 20 seconds behind you.
Okay, never mind. I'll wait for you to see. I want you to comment on what's next.
What, is it a sub?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Have you seen the sub?
What Mark Guiu coming on?
Yeah, for who, though?
I don't know, Nicholas Jackson?
So Jackson and Sancho have been pulled off after 51 minutes, and they've brought on Pedro Neto and who? Who's the other guy you said?
Mark Guiu.
What's Maresca doing?
He's been putting away in the Conference League, though. Huh?
I think Jackson he pulled something in the first half because he was down on the floor a couple of times, and I was surprised he got up and continued playing.
Hey, Pete had an agenda loaded.
They don't have an agenda loaded. I just want to know what's going on.
But
I've got a Maresca agenda. That's why I'm waiting.
Yeah, at this point, it's not even agenda. It's a valid question. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
I'm dead.
So you're making changes to bring on this 19-year-old kid to lead the line in a game where we need minimum 2 goals to win. And you've got Christopher Nkunku on the bench. You're taking off Sancho, who's actually been better than Madueke. He's been better than Madueke, Sancho, but Madueke stays on. Neto goes to play on the opposite side that is not his best side. So this Maresca guy's moving mad.
I know we're in the Liverpool segment now, yeah. But legit, like, what is your 2-year flipping thoughts in terms of not this season, but in the next 2 seasons? What do you expect to see? Not what you want to see, because I'm looking at this Bowley project and I'm like, I have a lot of questions, man.
No, it stinks. It stinks, and I think the attitude in this window was very, very alarming. It was more about getting rid of players than bringing anybody in, and not even recognizing the clear glaring issues of this squad.
Yeah,
bro, there's so many areas of the squad that needs to be improved, and the way you sought to improve them was bringing back Chalobah on loan. That's all we've done this window.
He's today.
And he's on the bench today. Why is he on the bench
today?
He's literally.
And you know what? And it makes me think. Like, what was the plan with all of these signings? Like, there's more players than there is quality of players that has been realized. Even like if they're quality, we don't know yet. Some of them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, what is like Chelsea do not have competent centre backs. Neither do they have attackers with teeth. So you just wonder, like, what is it that these men were doing, spending all this money on 45 million on Joao Felix? In 5 days, you send them on loan.
It's like you were here an hour ago. Perfect.
Ernest,
Ernest,
holler at me, though. Holler at me. No, Mandem, holler at me, yeah. Did I not say this at the start of the season? And Oscar said, what's Peter on about?
Yeah. I mean, you did.
I rinsed your transfer window because I said this is a mess. And it's the fact that you actually are saying, you know, we need a goalkeeper and a centre forward and maybe whatever, one possible, obviously a defender as well, yeah?
But I think
they need like 4.
But I think
agreed.
I think
That's why the window was a mess.
At the time when we spoke about it at the time. Sorry to cut off the Liverpool segment, but
we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it.
You could go back and listen to those pods. The main reasons why I was optimistic about this season was because I was like, look, we got Fofana back, we've got Lavia back, and we've got Nkunku. Those 2 players have not seen any fitness. They've been the same. Reece James just come back from injury, and then this guy's just decided Nkunku's not good enough for his system. Whatever this system that's so great that we can't beat West Ham at home.
And you don't want to let him go in the window.
Nkunku can't fit into that. So, yeah, to me, it's baffling. It's like the foundations that were kind of being laid under the Poch era have kind of just been like stayed at that level. There's been no elevation. There's been nothing to take forward. And
do you think you'd have been better with Poch over Maresca? Just in your opinion, do you think you would have been better off with Poch now?
Yeah, but probably.
You probably would have been a bit further down the line.
The thing is, Pochettino, when the guy came to the club, the one thing I said is like, look, this manager's good enough to get us top 4. He can get us in the Champions League places. He can make us a solid team. And the fact that he didn't do it last season was what annoyed me. So I'm like, bro, we're not even buying a manager that can win us the league or win us the Champions League. We're getting you for stability, and you finish 6th.
But did it annoy you?
I was livid.
Did it annoy you not getting top 4 last year because Villa made it, or because you thought you were the 4th best side in the league?
I felt like we should have got top 4 last season.
I know that. What I asked was it because Villa got the top 4 instead, or you think you're the 4th best side in the league?
No, we're the 4th best side in the league, but I don't look at it. I don't look at it like point blank 4th best.
You just said that you were livid, didn't it? I just wanted to know what your reasoning
so for example,
was.
When I look at the league this season, Forest could get top 4. Villa could get top 4. Newcastle could get top 4. Yeah, I think City are going to get there.
Bournemouth.
And then the other spot is up for grabs. Yeah.
Hmm.
I look at Chelsea and say, no, do your job and you will be in the top 4. It shouldn't be about 4th best team in the league or whatever, because we know how this top 4 team goes. You never really have to be a good team to get there. You just have to finish your food more than the other teams do. And when you're, to think before our last game against Wolves, we were 5 games without a win in the easiest run. I'm talking Everton's, Ipswich, Fulham at home, like basic games.
21 Chelsea, that's bread and butter stuff. That fixture list.
Absolutely.
So that's going to get hard games though.
Yeah, man. They killed Lampard for less, but you know,
we move back to Bournemouth, Liverpool. AD, like for you, win against Everton, it's done.
Yeah,
what's giving you that confidence? What's made you say that?
Well, first of all, we'll have reinstated our 9-point lead. In my opinion, I just feel like how I look at the season, right? Liverpool have got 39 games. We were handed a Money in the Bank briefcase and we're told to cash it in on the night that suits you at the right time. Go and add 3 points to your total. And I think, bro, we're gonna lower the boom. So to answer your question, bro, I just think a 9-point lead.
I don't think this title race is over.
If we win, it's certainly over.
I'll tell you. Let me give you my reason on why the title race is over.
David, we know your reason.
Go and check. No. This one's very.
David, we know your reason.
Go and check the goal scoring charts, please.
David, we know your reason.
Go and check it. No, I need you to go and look.
No. We know your reason.
And look. Mo Salah is on 21 goals. Guess where Arsenal's top goal scorer is in the league?
This is why the striker argument I find can be redundant sometimes, because I think Arsenal need X factor, because Liverpool's best forward is not a striker.
Yes, Ernest.
What I've always said, I need someone to get 20 goals.
We had a debate in the shop today. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Yeah, you lot tell me your honest opinion. If I'm wrong. Fine. It's not the end of the world. I think Arsenal have a much wider variety of goal scorers in their team than Liverpool do.
Ooh.
What does that mean? Yeah.
Because the man was telling me that Liverpool have more goal scorers. I said, brother, Salah's got 35% of their goals this season. Jota is forever in A&E, and Gakpo is having like the season of his life.
Purple patch.
Luis Diaz is not a consistent contributor. The less said about Chiesa and Nunes, the better.
Whoa. You ostracized them.
Huh?
You ostracized Nunes.
You just put them away.
Yeah, but he's terrible though.
I hear what you're saying.
No. Hold on. Are we revisiting Darwin Nunes again in 2025?
No, we can't. Yeah. You haven't got to let the stand up.
Okay then. Arsenal last season were 6 goals behind Manchester City in goals scored. Yeah. And today, I think it's 50. Last time I checked, it's 56 to Liverpool, 49 to Arsenal, or 40s, late 40s. I
still think we need a striker because I think.
Because we have a game less.
But I think the issue is I think Havertz is very much your supplementary guy. He's not meant to be the main one. That's why I think.
No. What I'm saying is, like, the Havertz thing is quite clear to see that he needs improvement. But the point I'm making is that Arsenal have more of a variety of players that will carry the team in goals than Liverpool will.
I hear you, but I still, I think, because I've always been of the thing, I always said we in one window, I think, if it's going to be January, before the window opened, I was like, we need a striker or we need a left winger that's like what's his name from the Black Portuguese guy from AC Milan? Not him specifically, but that type.
Leao.
Yeah, that kind of like X Factor type of man, like you mentioned. I don't think he has to get like 20. Obviously, you'd love one of your attackers to get that. But I hear what you're saying in terms of like,
for me, Ryan Shirky, Leao, Dani Olmo, like
if Saka didn't get injured, I'd be like Saka could probably get us in the league 15-16 goal. And you get say like if it was Leao, that's another 15-16 goal. And you got Havertz who would have options and be able to rest. Another 15, 16, 17, probably more him. He probably would actually get 20 because again, based on what he did the season before, that's what the situation is. So it's like I hear you. But the fact of the matter is, the goal difference between Arsenal and Liverpool isn't that like strong for me to say. It's like that. We do need it. It's just a fact of the matter. We need it for windows.
There we go. 1-1.
Bro,
Yo, man, we don't need that.
I just ruined it.
You lot spoil games all the time.
Man said, I'm here.
We need to start saying that.
Everything's a problem. Everything's all right till Ernie does it.
Quick question.
Ernie, that's scapegoat you know? Come on.
Ernest, quick question. Ernest, quick question. You said you don't think this title race is over. Why, in your opinion?
Because I don't think man understand. In the words of the great prophet, the mighty Alexander Ferguson, the title race kicks off in April, brother. Have you man seen Liverpool's fixtures?
This old Troy pick, this old flipping chestnut. You be doing it all bloody year. I saw Liverpool the day, I saw Real Madrid the day. We won all those games, but
brother, listen. Arsenal want to be out. Arsenal want to be out of the League Cup and the FA Cup today. Yeah, Arsenal ain't trying to be in no 4 competitions. Because every year Liverpool fans tell us we're in 4 cups, and in May they're in no cups.
Whoa! We got close one, yeah.
We got this. If Arsenal man had said it, I'd have killed him for it.
No.
Arsenal man had just said we came close. I don't care if he came close. Go to the race, get the number. Don't just the girl.
Brother, come on. We was one point. It was 1 point and 1 game away from a quad.
Yeah, but it didn't happen at that point.
I did a referee told Frank Lampard he's sorry. What about me?
Here we go. Some stories.
Fairs. No, you're right though. Anders. You're right.
You see me. I'm fully for the flipping the banter of it all and all this other stuff. But guys, we've been here before. Liverpool can listen. One guy tap dances on Salah's kneecap, and it's all over.
It sounds like that's what you want.
Over. Because
Is that what you want?
No. Listen. You see me. I enjoy the chaos. All the chaos I can enjoy. I'll take it. So even if it means somebody dunking on Haaland because of what he said, because you see me, if you talk crud, you have to back it. You have to back your crud. Yeah? So for me, I'm looking at this like in April, somebody's going to cry. Somebody's going to cry. The fixture list is nicer, in my opinion, to the teams this season with a Champions League group stage that has 1,000 games in a group. You want to keep yourself playing as less games as possible, in my opinion. Yeah. In that case, Arsenal want to lose to Newcastle. Yeah. Man can laugh at them and say your manager doesn't go for the cups. That's fine. But there's a high possibility that in May it's much closer than people think it's going to be. And if Liverpool win it, shout out to Liverpool. But I'm saying City is definitely out of the race.
I'll be real. The damage is done for Arsenal, though.
It's not Liverpool's trophy, in my opinion. Not yet.
Question, AD: if Liverpool to win the Premier League, how many points do you think they'll win it by?
How many points will win it by?
Yeah.
You're asking me a good question. Somewhere between 9 and 1, though.
Eh?
Let's go 4 points. Let's go 4 points. What?
9 and 1.
No, 9 being that could be our lead, isn't it? So that's like the maximum lead. So 9, anywhere between 9 and 1 points.
Pick a point.
This is outrageous behavior.
I've asked such a question before. I don't know.
Listen, if Liverpool get 90 points, how many points do Arsenal get? That's the question I'm asking.
I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you what.
It's a prediction.
86, 4 points.
4, okay.
You've blown your chance at 90, by the way. You've blown it.
I don't know, because I'm going with the scenario that you've won the league. So I'm saying, how many points off are we? Okay. Anyway, anything more on Bournemouth Liverpool in particular?
No.
All I'm gonna say is the 10th of May 2025. We will be there. We will be there.
10th of May. Why does that sound like this?
What should I do, Jerry? I'll come on the podcast with just a bow tie. What should I do on the 10th of May?
What should I do on the 10th of May?
Like your Nation of Islam, you know.
Ernest, I'm telling you right now, yeah, it's moving to the 11th. Let's be very clear. That fixture is moving.
I see 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 4:30 Sunday. Don't you worry about that. You heard it here first. 4:30 Sunday.
Wait, what did you hear?
It's always 3 o'clock until they move it. They haven't actually put
correct. They haven't moved it yet. So
yeah, until Sky get their paws on it,
get their
paws all over it,
and they give us a 8 o'clock game on a Sunday night. That's what they'll do.
That'll be. Won't that be TNT?
One of them idiots.
It will be lively. Arsenal have to go and win at Anfield. It's not even a question. It's not a question.
Do you know what though, Peter?
3 games to go. I think that's game week 36.
Yeah, I know this is like very sort of Liverpool tinted glasses, but in my mind anyway, I've always thought that as a rite of passage, if Arsenal, for Arsenal to win the league, even if Liverpool are not in the title race, you have to go to Anfield and win, because it's been such an Achilles heel for you guys for far too many years. Even 2 years ago, bro, that's why you lost the league, in my opinion. You were 2-0 up, and you failed the Anfield test. Like, I feel like there'll be a spiritual exchange that will happen. That will watch, brother. Yeah, listen, hey yo, if it's a why, it's a why. Don't be it. No, bro. Arsenal need to break the Liverpool soul tie if they want to win the league. 100%. Like that. It's been like a personal thought I've always had, but I've always felt like, yeah, you need to come and you need to break the Anfield soul tie, in my opinion.
I mean, I hate you, but it's just like it's one of those ones where you should do that in general. It's the same thing. Reason why even when we were crap, I said we have to eventually beat Man United and Old Trafford. It's one of those things.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. You have to break the hoodoo. Yeah. United was one. City is one. Yeah. It's not, I guess it's not Liverpool's thing per se, but yeah, you have to.
Lastly, I'll say this. AD, I'll see you at Wembley. Yeah, I'll see you at Wembley, my friend.
What?
You
A
heard
difference of a month can make.
What did I say? Week 1. We're heading into week 4. Newcastle have lost 4-1 at home to Bournemouth and 2-1 at home to Fulham.
So you're beating Newcastle 3-0.
Oh.
At St James's.
Just watch it. Watch it on Sky Sports. That's what I will say. Just put the TV on. Sky Sports Football. Main event.
We're not guaranteed to beat Spurs.
Excuse you.
Excuse you.
What are we doing?
You know what? Low key. The final the world wants to see is Newcastle Spurs anyway. That's the final the people want to see.
That's the people's final.
No one's trying to see that.
Newcastle people's final. We're all trying to see that.
No,
whilst my team's in it, I ain't trying to see it.
I gave up on the Newcastle Arsenal. I don't care about that one. I gave up on that one. I'm not trying to see Spurs there.
Yeah, although Lola, all day long, I want Arsenal Tottenham in the final. All day long. Because Liverpool at Wembley, Liverpool in the domestic final. Absolutely.
If it's Arsenal Tottenham, I might actually root for Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
do you know why? It's less about Tottenham. It's more about Ange. I don't want Ange to win.
I need him to win. Back your talk, gangster.
Is that statement? I always win.
Back your talk, gangster.
I always win.
You know what? Even late or what? Why for that? But look, if Liverpool are not going to win it, Spurs cut through, man.
Nah, honestly, I'm moving sport. We are leaving the sport if Tottenham wins the Carabao Cup. Anyway, let's move it along.
Carabao Cup. Okay.
No, because as in if they beat us in the final, if they to beat us.
Oh, epic, G, epic.
Arsenal finally help Spurs. No. I don't need that in my life.
I will fight someone. Let's be very clear. Let's go to Old Trafford. Ernest, thank you for joining us today. Because once again, Manchester United, it seems to just be another defeat.
Ruben Amorim.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh my God, Ernest. I am glad you're here. Get into that, man. Pause. Go on, Oscar.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, come on, man. Get into that. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Ruben Amorim, since coming to Manchester United, has amassed 13 points. David Moyes in 4 games got 12.
Huh?
David Moyes.
What? Yeah? Nah, guys, I was furious yesterday.
Talk to us, Ernest. Talk to us, please.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, what's
Oscar, I hope the heat is not working because it's cold.
Allow me!
Because it's cold.
So I hope the heat is not working.
You talk about United. By the time you get onto Malasia, I'll be seeing it.
No, brother. All I saw was R2.
Bro, that's FC 25 thing right there.
FC 25. What a goal.
I'll say this though, Graham Potter needs to get a hold of this West Ham side. It's too scatty for my liking. There's too much going on here, and it's not a Graham Potter side at all. But
it's a deflection.
No,
I've got that.
I'm sure it's great. I'm sure.
How
I've got the glitch,
and I'm watching like 2 minutes faster.
Bro, you man need to whatever plug you got. I don't know who you lot know, but for some reason, I'm always
Who's your plug?
But it looks like
my plug is Now TV.
Oh, fair.
Straight in, mate. Straight in.
Anyway, hey,
let me get my headphones on so I can hear this.
Mandem, Ruben, Kweku, Amorim.
Yo.
Yeah.
Give it to me, Ernest. Give it to me.
You gotta get it together, mate. You have to get it together, mate. Because, brother, I don't care how pathetic Haaland is. And he is pathetic.
Yep.
He is pathetic. You know his peak when Diallo saying to me today, he's like, Ernie, like, I know you've been getting onto this guy, but good God, he's bad.
Yep.
He's so bad. Diallo is the patron saint of dead players. Any player at us, he's a lawyer for them for years, and then he'll be like,
Anyway, what's the worst case? What's the most egregious one?
he was Anthony's uncle.
What?
Anthony.
He was Anthony's uncle. He liked the Beyblade stuff, yeah, that he did in the Europa League. I said, what did the spin achieve? What did the spin that he did achieve? He said, yeah, I know, but I liked it. I said, brother, you're moving mad. You were a bit crazy speed. But listen, I don't care how bad our forward line is. You cannot go to a game which, you know what? This is the second game I feel like he's not prepared for at all.
Yes,
because I watched the Brighton game on Saturday thinking, no, I'm actually fuming. Because how can Nottingham Forest score 7 and Brighton are coming to our ground and looking like prime 08 Barca?
Yeah.
No, why? And I feel like, how did you not prepare for this? Like, I was listening to Touchline Frackers this morning. In the AM, that's how rattled I was, yeah? Like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. That's the first listen on Spotify. Yeah, because I couldn't sleep. Bro, and this is like, how do you have five defenders and you still can see 2 goals? That doesn't make sense. Mate. No, because we don't do the 3-4-3 thing in the way that people would expect us to. I remember Liverpool's one when Klopp first came, or was it Rodgers? One of them.
It was Rodgers.
Yeah, like I remember the way you lot used it was much more fluid. As much as you didn't have the pieces to the puzzle, it was much more fluid.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Because we ran a winger at right wing back, for goodness sake, at Markovic. Yeah, so as you said, so yeah, he was crap, but at least he's had the attacking intent, so he can get up and down the pitch and offer something.
And it feels like there's always a story behind why structurally we can't do like basic things. Like why is Dallo always brain dead? Like why does he make dumb decisions? Do you know what I mean? Because then he'll go to flipping Real Valladolid and he'll look like a bad boy. And I'm like, why can't you do it here?
Can I be honest with you? Not even make an excuse for him, yeah. But first things first, he's playing on the wrong sides. So what that means is that naturally, stuff that he can take in his stride.
Even that right wing back, Adrian, is mad.
Fair.
It's very mad. And for me, listen, like point blank period, you don't play your slowest midfielder at false 9. Like if you're going to play somebody at false 9, hello, Bruno Fernandes probably makes more sense if you're going to do that. Yeah. But the thing is as well, I'm so sorry, as slow as Xerxes is, we need a focal point. You need a focal point to be able to play this false 9 thing. Yeah. And he actually said, I am neither a 9 nor a 10. So why the hell is a non-striker playing there?
It's
honestly, like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And then on like from a hierarchy perspective, like I'm looking at Ineos and I'm like, if this guy lives and dies by this formation, and you don't back him to be able to get the specific pass needed by the end of next season or the season after, then that's their second yellow card for me.
Does that mean he's off?
No, yeah, because he's not on a yellow card, Amorim, to me, yeah, but he's on thin ice. But Ineos is on a yellow card for giving Ten Hag the extended stay.
Yeah,
but Amorim, I'm looking at him like my brother. Like I know I wrote off the season early, but bro, we're dropping points in positions that it's like, have you never watched a Crystal Palace VHS? We knew what they were gonna do. This was pure AFCON, bro. Like what Eze did to Lissandro needs to be put in the classified files of MI5.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was good stuff.
Eze dropped the shoulder so deep, Lissandro got buried in the grass. It was mad. Bruv, Mateta, listen, if it wasn't for the individual brilliance of our centre backs, this would have been 5. This would have been 5. It would have been 5. Like that I don't know what country he's from. Is it Munoz? Is that his name? bullying,
the Colombian right wing back. Yeah.
bullying us.
I love him. I like him actually.
I don't like him at all, bro. That guy's a criminal.
I think he's good.
Yeah,
rough,
he's like a bad dude, isn't he? He's like a bad
He's
guy.
rough. He's rough.
He just,
man.
yeah, man.
I'm not saying I like him for my team. I said I like him. He's good where he is.
Yeah.
Nah, he just kicks people, man.
Oh, speaking of kick, you see Tyreek Mitchell, yeah? he's like he's heart. He's got a heart, but my gosh, that guy can't ball. Oh my days! I mean, seen him try to attack. He's worse around the tackle.
He can't, but he's lovely, so I don't mind.
Oh, that's too funny.
Wait, does he play on the right or the left, Mitchell?
Left.
He's left.
Left. Well, they've just signed Ben Chilwell on loan for the rest of the season, so he's got some competition.
Oh,
Hey, what are Palace doing though?
what a segue!
What are we fit for Palace? They kind of gone. Their aim is like what 10, 11, 12. They're around there. They're fine.
Nah, Lola, you was talking about them going down a couple months ago. Nah, the Glasner ball kicked in.
Yeah, but that's because I said if he doesn't fix up, and he fixed up.
Listen, Glasner Ball, man. Glasner Ball, man. Don't play games. This is a Europa League winner. Yeah, don't play games. These are men who know what they're doing.
I don't know why. I just rate Glasner, man.
Glasner's the man, bro.
It's the drip.
It took Elise. He had to adjust.
Took a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
Would you think about Chelsea as manager?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, taking
So I
a look
can't
at
like anyone that wouldn't manage my club.
You like these people for where they
he's
are.
playing the 10, mate.
You know, it's like,
Oscar, did you beat Frankfurt in that semi-final? Or was it a semi-final, quarter-final you played them?
Yeah.
You beat them.
That was when they had Luka Jovic.
Yeah, some man fit where they are. Nunez, I like Palace. I like him there. I like Glasgow there. You know what I mean? These certain men.
You lot are all glory hunters, you know.
What?
I like the way they are. I like the way they are,
Bro, you know I was talking about Glasner before you even put that tracksuit on.
I don't care about Glasgow. I'm talking about Palace. I was like,
I'm talking about Glasner. I'm not talking about
Really
Palace.
don't care about Glasner.
I don't care about
Some
Palace.
respect.
Can I just say, guys? Yeah, if can I just say, if I'm a United fan, guys, I'm throwing the hammer down. Amorim out. This guy's not.
Why?
Why?
No, why?
To be fair,
What's
Peter
the
said
stat?
he's not very early.
Say again.
No, I'm
Say
saying
again?
you said he's not it very early.
To be honest,
I said he wasn't the one that you should have appointed. I would have definitely gone elsewhere. But then guess what? I didn't even know that it would be like this.
No, but let's call it a spade. This is appalling. Like
This is garbage. And do you remember, guys? You look.
I think Amorim could be a good coach, but it's like it's gone
Yeah,
past,
it might not be the fit. Yeah, it could just be not the fit.
past that point of like, you have to.
But Lola, if you don't, as I don't know where in your stand, yeah. But if you don't subscribe to the coach's fundamental philosophy,
I know I hate you. He's not being helped because they were done, and they kind of
sure.
want him into coming to club. It was like I think what I saw is like they made him say basically, you come now or you don't come to Man United at all. So he kind of just like figured, I'm never going to be able to go to the Prem. But what I'm saying is like he gets a grace because like he came halfway through the Emirates or whatever. But there's that fine line of like, it's gone from being I feel for you to like, dude, you have to start winning. Just kind of
because
that left ages ago.
My question to you lot is what is the bar like with this current squad? Should we be in the top 10?
It's not high. It's not a high bar.
Not top 4, but you should be doing better than what are you like 15?
No. But what I'm saying is, in order for all of you to be where Peter is, what has to happen?
That's a good question.
I mean, it's the only thing has to continue in it. It's like if you kind of actually stay like, and it's like it's a fusion of it. It's like if you kind of stay or get worse than you are now, which is insane, and it just kind of looks mental, then I'm more of like Amorim just walk because these men aren't even trying to give you anyone. They say look, because I don't have to rate Anthony or Rashford or these men because I don't rate actually at all. But you can't kick all these men out and not bringing anyone else in. It makes no sense.
You know what? He lost that privilege. He's not blameless in this.
No, I'm not.
No, as in, you know, like if you're saying he should just walk. No. He has no right to just walk.
But
no, what I'm saying is, I'm not like saying he's like innocent. I'm just saying, in general speaking, you made me leave the club I was at by giving me an ultimatum. I chose it. Cool. I'm expecting if you want me to do this kind of things, come January. I'm not saying give me freaking, I don't know, name of blank. I'm not saying give me Cole Palmer or whatever it is, yeah. But I'm saying, you know how I play, you know kind of what I want. You can't get everyone because it's January. But sort at me, you can't now allow me to kind of like get rid of certain men who don't fit it and they're not giving. Like I said, I don't rate Anthony at all. Rashford has been.
Bruv, they gave him 2 defenders.
You know what I mean? So, what I'm saying is like you can't do all of it. You can't,
19.
you can't give me this. You can't give me these seconds. I'm not giving anyone back. You can't then give me 120-year-old and an academy graduate from Arsenal. It's like
Who is going to play definitely now, by the way, because Lisandro's got an ACL.
he's definitely playing, and I'll give you this year. Heaven is a fine centre back. That's fine. He's young, he can change, but to buy him for the first team is a lot based on what I've seen of him. It's a bit.
And the
No. I saw what Hoyler done to him. I'm not looking forward to it.
Wait,
the
is
last 5 years,
his first name is Heaven?
His last
Aiden.
name, Aiden Heaven. What's funny? I taught him in a thing last year at the training ground. We did like a workshop on like what to do outside of football.
Is
And
it?
like literally, I sat there, like him and like that age group, all that lot, like Maldini and all them lot, like all literally had a conversation about what you should be doing outside of football. Bizarre to see that he's got a gig at Man United.
It's like, again,
It blows my
I
mind.
think you wasted your breath for them. I hope you took it back.
So again,
You wasted your breath for them. Scarborough, he's got to United, does he?
I mean, it's one of those, but I don't really. It's like it's whatever. But it's like he's not. He's a good kid, but based on what we say, I'm just confused by why Chido. I understood why anyone would want him. He's a brilliant like prospect. Heaven for me is
nah,
fine.
you know what, Lola? We asked him that. I think he was at Chelsea last year. Chris Vivell. And
Oh yeah.
I think they've gone to Old Trafford and they've said, "Wow, there is absolutely no PMP in this team." Because look at like Aiden Heaven, like Dorgu's like 6'1", 6'2". Heaven's taller than him.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Do you know what I mean? He's got a big frame.
I thought he was a goalkeeper when I first met him. He's
Brother,
huge.
He is wham.
I thought he was a goalkeeper, honestly.
He's young enough that he can fill out.
And so
He'll go into his body. Yeah, go into his body.
I just looked at it from the perspective that I'm definitely not where Peter is, because I think if you're a United fan, you've been vomiting and spitting blood the last 2 years. This team is crap. Yeah. So I'm definitely not Amorim out, but I'm not definitely like I'm like, people have been asking me, what do you think? And I'm like, oh, I'm not 100% for the manager. Like he has to prove himself to me like proper, because just because I want Ten Hag gone doesn't mean that you're the guy. Do you know what I mean? I wanted an Italian, Brioni, Armani. You get me? Emilio Zegna. You get me?
Bro.
Sergio Tacchini. You get me? A young Prada.
And Antonio Conte was
Yeah,
the man.
I know about them, man.
No,
That's the one, Ernest.
I know about them.
That's the one.
Listen, guys,
know.
we keep saying this one's not. I said this a few weeks ago. Man United, you need to humble yourself. People are being humbled. Clean house.
But David, there's an argument that Ruben Amorim is doing that.
He is doing.
Yes, leave him to clean
No.
house.
How can they be so clean though?
No.
You have to start working with what you got.
Culturally, I don't have a problem with the brother. My issue is that we are going into games and you are experimenting in games you shouldn't. Ipswich, experiment. You don't experiment against AFCON Crystal Palace. You don't do that. You don't do them things, though. You don't do all of that kind of stuff. Like Mateta, all it took was 20 minutes for our game plan to be thrown out of the window. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Ugarte is a dog, but he's a dog with no leash. You have to control him because he just runs around.
It's just wild,
he
isn't
runs
it?
around like putting out fires because we lack control in midfield.
And sometimes there's no fires.
He reminds me of a slightly bigger Torreira.
Yeah, like he's of that ilk, innit? You know that them Uruguayan dons are different.
Yeah, they just
Listen, the reason why this manager should be sacked, okay? Man United have got more defeats than Everton. They've got more defeats than Crystal Palace. Yes, he's doing a clear out, and yes, he's got a big job in his hands, and everybody is sympathetic to the fact that's what's going on. That's what's happening at stake. But look at the teams he's getting beat by. Look at the way that they're playing. He's put Kobe Mainoo as a false nine, and we're just going to let that one go. Absolutely not.
No one's letting that go, Pete. What we're saying is,
you know how do you remember when I said Ten Hag, that's it, we are done, we are finished here. It was that 6-3 defeat at Man City. This performance on Sunday and the setup and the formation and everything that it comes with, and the fact that he has not got a grip of this team yet after however many games. And you gave that stat earlier at the beginning of the show about David Moyes has 12 points since he's joined Everton. And what's his name? Amorim's got how many? Is it like 13 points?
13.
So you imagine all of that, with all of that combined, I'm sorry, like we have to, at some point, we just have to just draw the frigging line and stop the nonsense and just say, you know what? The reason you sacked Ten Hag, everybody agrees he he should have been gone a long time ago, right? We cannot now still be sitting here thinking, like debating, is Man United better or worse than they were under Ten Hag? Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Ruben Amorim is a good coach, and he may well be one of the best in the world. He is not fit for purpose at Man United. This was the thing I was screaming about when they appointed him in the first place. This is a joke of an appointment, and you're seeing it right before your very eyes how much of a washed up appointment this is, because he's not the man. And then obviously, you know, you got your, like you said, look, the board, by the way, the Ineos lot, I warned you a lot about Ineos with what they've been doing in Formula One and Nice. So the fact that you know, we're all on the same page about Ineos here, right? They're the ones who bring these people in. They're the ones that are doing all these cuts and doing whatever the heck they need to do that they think that would propel Man United moving forward. But let's have it right. This is not the right manager for Manchester United at this moment in time. They cannot be losing games at home to Crystal Palace and whatever other embarrassing defeats they've had this season. They simply cannot.
I'm not there yet, man.
They should be finishing in the top 6 comfortably, especially when your mate Ten Hag got yourselves, was it, third one season? So at the end
we had 9 L's, and Chelsea.
You've got more L's now than Everton and Palace. You've got 11 L's now.
No, Pete.
In February.
But last
Yeah, but you've got 11 now in February.
No.
It's
We had
not getting better
last season with the manager that brought these guys in.
If it's not getting any better, you've got to delete.
Yeah,
you've got to control alt and delete.
That's not logical from the simple standpoint that this guy hasn't been here as long as Ten Hag to have those.
But you can't tell me you're seeing the light.
That's even signed the player, bro.
No.
You're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
I can say the manager should fix up while knowing that.
How many games has he had? How many games has he had total as United manager?
Is
it 14?
Yeah, he hasn't had a great.
He's managed 14 games. I didn't even know it was that many. He's managed 14.
I think he came in November.
Is that all games?
So I mean I mean every game. Like how many games has he managed altogether? If he's managed 14 games, how many of them? What's the percentage of wins in those 14?
I think we counted it today. I think he's got 3 or 4 W's, and then he's got
a bag of jaws.
Hella like
that's 14 games. You're talking about 4 W's.
Even the W's. Yeah, you're going
like
with
I think
Rangers and
Southampton. The view you've got on PA is the issue I have here. Where it's like Man United, with or without Amorim, have not got a top 6 team at all.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying there should be, because you know Ernest asked the question like, what is the threshold whereby the rest of you lot would join me on that thing? And my thing is, if they're not challenging in the top 6, right? If they're not challenging for that Europa League spot, you're not worthy to be the manager of Manchester United.
I don't think it's that black and white at all.
I genuinely do think it is.
I don't think it's that black and white at all.
What I'm saying is, you're doing that thing from before where you're kind of judging Man United of the name and not the caliber of what they have. They are not a top 6.
Bro, like, come on.
Yeah, but they're not this bad though.
But they're not lower than Villa. They're not lower than Newcastle. I'm not judging them. I'm not judging Man United to be Man United. Hang on. Bro, I'm not judging Man United to be like the Sir Alex United. I'm judging Man United to be better than Villa, be better than Newcastle, be better than Bournemouth, be better than Forest, be better than Brighton. Well, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. Man United are better than these teams.
We're not.
I'm saying is,
a better manager makes you look better than these teams.
I disagree.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We have Haaland and Xerxes as strikers.
You finished 3rd 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, with what forward? What forward line?
Listen, we're not going on here like Ten Hag is not to blame for the rut that you're in now. Don't get me wrong.
The reason we finished 3rd is because
we cannot have Ruben Amorim still in the bottom half after 14 games. We can't have this.
Rashford got the anointing oil from Prophet Samuel that year and scored 17 goals that year and 30 in all comps.
Where should Manchester United finish in your opinion? A ball hasn't been kicked at the start of a season. Where should they finish?
Oh, this season we're bottom. We are easily bottom 10.
Ernest, a ball hasn't been kicked this season, so you don't know what this Bournemouth was. You don't know what this Forest was. Before a ball was kicked this season, where are Manchester United finishing?
So we finished 8th last season. I thought 8th and below.
You can't be serious.
Okay, cool. Okay,
You
cool.
can't be serious.
Okay, cool.
Even Tottenham are not here. Even Tottenham's not here.
No, Pete. We lost 9 games in his first season. Finishing 3rd, we lost 9 games.
Fair.
Last season, we lost 14.
Yeah,
you should have been
I don't
gone.
think you understand how bad we are.
No, but that was on Ten Hag, not on Manchester United's team. That was on Ten Hag.
But you see what you just said is the reason why it's much more nuanced. Because ultimately, the team that we had that finished 3rd, how many of them are still here?
How many of them who are still here are even still good? Like, my thing is like the option can't be top 6 or bottom up. I didn't think Man United should be where they are. But
Also, the team that finished 3rd was not Ineos.
Yeah, it was crazy. And again, Amorim got United at 13. It's not good. I'm just letting me clear. I'm not saying it's a good thing. What I'm saying is they're the same place because they're not. The team is not a good players. Where I'm thinking top 6. I agree. It's like, well, okay, maybe they should be a bit higher, like 8th, 7th, 6th, fighting for that pick. But the point is, he got them in 13. As in, like, he didn't put them there. They were there when he got there, and he's kind of still there. So what I'm saying is, like, I don't think it's fair to kind of say fire him because he's not in the top 6.
Like, if I'm looking at Amorim's games, right, in the Premier League, Amorim's games in the Premier League when he started, Ipswich 1-1, by the way, is a poor result. Don't care what United you're in or whatever phase you're in, it's a poor result. We agree, yeah? You beat Everton 4-0, fantastic. You lost to Arsenal. No one expected you guys to win that. And even then, you know, Arsenal weren't necessarily that great in that game either. Losing 3-2 at home to Forest is a question mark. It's a very much a questionable offence.
Not to me.
Oh, it is to me.
Because last season they beat us under Ten Hag.
They shouldn't be. That's the point. They shouldn't be beating them.
Pete,
No, Ernest. You shouldn't be losing at home to Nottingham Forest.
No, but what I'm saying is
you shouldn't be losing at home, and that's why. And listen, that's why your manager got sacked. You shouldn't be losing at home to Forest.
But he got sacked for more than that. He got sacked because he signed those players.
I get that. But what I'm saying, I get all of that. But at home to Nottingham Forest, no one should be losing. I think Arsenal won 3-0 at home to Forest, and Forest has been loaded up and whatever.
The goal that Onana conceded against Gibbs White?
Yes, I did see the goal.
That's not on the manager.
But we need to arrest the situation. If you have to change your goalkeeper, change your goalkeeper. If the issue is if you look at a problem, right? So Amorim obviously comes into the side. He's not the first. Obviously, he's not the problem in the beginning, right? He has to look at what's going on around in his team. But my issue that I'm noticing is that he's not even identifying problems, and then he's creating sort of new situations that you've got now. So the fact that you even after Ipswich, it's like a learning curve, whatever. At home to Forest, it's like okay, that's a question mark. At home to Bournemouth, where you got absolutely trounced at home, you lost 2-0 to Wolves. Wolves are relegation fodder. They're relegation fodder. Newcastle played you guys off the park. You then got a draw at Liverpool. So you've beaten City. You've got a draw at Liverpool. I think you beat Southampton. I don't know how they lost the game. Honestly, it's beyond me. And, you beat Fulham. I think you lost to Brighton at home. And then what was it? Here's where we are, Palace. There is nothing that's telling me this manager should be the Man United manager today. There is nothing. And that's the problem. When a manager comes in, like, look at Everton. Guys, Everton didn't have a prayer. When you look at how shoddy and how rubbish that side is, it's awful. And David Moyes has walked in and just had a cup of tea, and the team looks half decent, hard to beat, and have got good results. Not just like, say they played Ipswich, right? And they got 3 points. What do you do? But they've gone and played against who was their win on the weekend? Leicester, they gave them 4.
I think Everton have more players that are suited to Moyes' style than Amorim.
Maybe so. Maybe you're right.
It's a big thing. It's just not even a maybe. It's not even a maybe.
It's a
maybe you're right. But the thing is that if you're a big manager, it doesn't matter. At one point, we have to set to and be
it does. I think because bro,
AD, please. He's had 14 games and he's won 4. It does matter. It does matter.
No, the reason why I'm saying it doesn't matter is because I'll give you a key example. And this is the point that I was sort of making last week about Rasmus Højlund, right? And don't get me wrong, whether he's a good striker or a bad striker or not, fact of the matter is Man United can't attack. So I'll give you an example, bro. He's playing Mazraoui and he's playing Dello as his wing backs. In an ideal, and that's so fundamental, bro, in terms of creating space, overlaps. United don't cross. United don't do any of that stuff, right? So you've got the tens going out wide, and it's a mess. The strikers because they're isolated. So actually give him players that profile in the way in which he wants to play, and let's actually see how the system looks. Because unfortunately, bro, this is as good as it's gonna get. If you've got Dallo playing left wing back, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's true. In terms of giving the manager the players that he needs to fit in the system, that's the ideal world. We would all love that, but it doesn't quite work like that. And some managers, what makes them good?
Yeah.
Excuse me. What makes them good is that they do well with what they've got. Because the scenario, we're not debating whether or not Ineos is scot-free in this. We're not debating whether or not the players are good enough for Manchester United to be in a certain position. What we're debating on is the manager. At the end of the day, the buck stops with him, and he's not arrested in the situation at United after 14 games.
Pete, can I throw something else at you? So when we were talking about Chelsea, and I spoke a little bit about Pochettino, my points on Poch was that I felt like he was brought into the club for a stability purpose to sort of do a similar thing to what like Moyes is doing at Everton, of just come in, like be a steady guard build a squad that's competent, that can just compete in the Premier League. However, when Manchester United have got Amorim in, I don't think they've got him in for that purpose. I don't think they've got him in to say, oh, let's get as high up the table as we can this season and see where we go next year. I think they're getting him in to say, we are revamping. It, almost like when Klopp came into Liverpool, like we are revamping Manchester United and we want you to be the figurehead. And if it means Rashford has to leave, he's going to leave. And if it means, you know, we're cutting the squad, if it had to be Garnacho or Maino, whatever, we're gutting this thing and we're going to accept what comes this season. And then we're just going to try and build.
I don't believe that. Okay, I don't believe that. I don't believe Manchester United will back like Amorim to the hill and do a Klopp thing. I don't believe they will.
Let me be clear. I'm with you on this debate because I just think it's getting to the point where it's a bit ridiculous. Like it's a little bit ridiculous.
Guys, Ratcliffe's going to pull the plug. He will pull the plug at some point.
You can't bring in a manager and then just be like, until he gets all his players, we're just gonna.
Do you know what? Here's where I would yield. Sorry, Ernest.
If Ratcliffe pulls the plug, it's on Ratcliffe.
Listen, hear me out. No, it's on Ratcliffe because he's made the wrong appointment. Fine, but nobody expected this from Amorim. In all honesty, right? But the thing is this though. I'll say this: if
I have so much to say on this, but go on.
I genuinely don't think they brought in Amorim and thought this. This is just opinion. I have no idea. Maybe Oscar's right in terms of they've brought Amorim in, and this is going to be a Klopp thing. So we're gonna go through the wilderness together, and we're gonna come out the other side. If that is the plan and that's the project and the process, whatever, cool. I just don't believe Man United are gonna do that. I don't believe in them to do it the way that they've done it with Klopp. And even with Klopp, there was some signs of like what he could do with Liverpool, but it just wasn't coming to fruition. And Oscar, to your point about Poch was frustrating in matches, don't get me wrong, but there were clear indications of like this. He needs to tighten the screws a bit because everything else is happening. You've got your toolbox out. Now, Amorim, the only real thing that we know is the fact that he wants to play in this particular formation. But like even the strikers, that United are losing 2 forwards. So don't get me wrong, like he's being held to ransom. He's being up against the wall here. The fact that he's even thought about that, a Kobe Mainu situation is the beginning of the end for me, because it's like you cannot tell me, okay, he played, I don't know, I think it was further up the field, wasn't it, against Steaua Bucharest, right? And it seemed to do well in the Europa League. But then he's come to the Premier League against the Crystal Palace side that we know they're no mugs. Do you know what I'm saying? They've only lost 8 games, Palace, this season. United have lost 11. Do you get what I'm saying? So like we're talking about like if Man United are actually going to just say, look, we are like, doesn't matter how the season goes, Ruben, just work with us. We've got a long-term project happening. Work with us and blah blah. If you could get me to believe that, fine. But I genuinely do not believe that. And if Ratcliffe pulls the plug, it's simply on the basis of, I wouldn't even put it on Ratcliffe per se. It would be on the fact that they didn't expect it to be this bad. This is worse than what they expected, guys. We cannot tell me that this is what we expected from Ruben.
Way worse. Yeah, way worse.
It's worse than what they expected. But I am putting it on Ratcliffe as well, because you extended the situation was really bad, and you refused to give the guy any help. You brought in an 18-year-old.
If they say there's no money, what do you say to that?
Bullshit. That's what I said.
Okay.
Same thing with
I personally don't. I don't think that these redundancies are for no reason.
Yeah, but I
I think they've gone into, like, I genuinely believe, guys, they have gone into Old Trafford and said, Banange. They've walked into Old Trafford and they said, wow.
Yeah,
because guys, as God is my witness, there was a press conference Ruben Amorim did, and the roof is leaking inside.
Yeah.
There is pure negligence.
Don't get me wrong.
They said, guys, there's no more charity donation
I hear you.
going into the season. Look, as in, guys, it's bad.
No, I hear you. But what I'm saying is, when I say bullshit, I'm being kind of wrong about it. But in the sense that same way I do it for Arsenal, you cannot tell me in the full world of football, even on loan, you can't find anyone. You got rid, again, rate the players all you want, or don't rate them. You got rid of Anthony, you got rid of Rashford. I'm pretty sure I don't know who else you got rid of. But then you brought in an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old.
Malasia's just gone now.
Like you're players, and then you're replacing him with someone who has never played senior football, someone who's both children, basically, for the most part. And then you're not like, in this is the same as I give for Arsenal. In this whole wild world of football, you can't find someone online. You can't. There's no one.
So this is where I agree with you. Yeah, I think if you're going to play somebody false nine against Palace, if it's a thought that's going to appear in your head at some point in the season after this game, Joao Felix is somebody we could have done with. Do you know what I mean? Now, Oscar, you're squeezing your face, but he will score an infinite amount of goals more than 100%. What we have currently. Yeah. So I'm saying, we were looking at Leon Bailey. I wanted to vomit.
Blood fire.
I'm like, guys, like,
that would be a typical United signing, though, wouldn't it? Is it just me? Is that not prime?
It is very United.
Like, I think I've settled with one or two
up
things.
And the window.
And a lot of things have to occur for me to think otherwise. The removal of certain men who are on a certain wage or packet at the club, namely Sancho and Rashford, the fact that Saudi came in for Casemiro, then didn't go in for him, then they left him and all this other stuff. I think they're trying to juggle as many deals as possible to get him. And I think he's still there. I think the players that you've seen go are the best are the best they could do now. That's my personal opinion. Because I look at the who are the cash cows at Man United today that they want to get rid of. Garnacho, Rashford, Garnacho,
Kobe potentially.
Kobe Mainoo was on the market, but I don't think anyone. I think with Kobe Mainoo and Garnacho, nobody gave them the money that they thought they deserved.
Opportunity to
I think someone gave him enough money. I know they love him. They would sell Kobe Mainoo in a heartbeat.
No. He's on a chopping block. Kobe Mainoo is a player they said in the Guardian. Kobe Mainoo and Garnacho are both for sale if the right price comes.
What's your thoughts on this then? Very quickly, sorry. Matoma has been linked with Al Nassr for 75 million euros. Brighton rejected it.
No, you take it, man.
75 million, and Brighton said no.
Yeah, I don't know why they rejected it.
I'm walking.
How much money do Brighton have?
I think will do a job for me until to the summer. I will get some kids. What?
Brighton will just find some next man of to put in this place. I don't get why they didn't sell him personally.
There were so many things that went
on. They've got 10 wingers.
Yeah, I mean,
look, let's wrap up this United talk because obviously it's gone nearly 10 past 10. Anything lastly? Because let me just put some comments up on here because people are saying. Endo just said Man United have lost 7 of their last 13 games at Old Trafford this season. Endo goes on to say Kobe Mainoo false 9, Bruno Fernandes in the 6. Yeah, it's why that way round, I don't know. He's doing worse than Ten Hag. Amorim's lost 5 out of 6 home games. And Nat was saying, Peter, you're living in 2013. It's 2025. United are washed. Barca are crippling in debt, and Bayern have a manager who got relegated last season with Burnley. I'm not comparing them to 2013. I can assure you.
That's just something funny. The amount of clubs that I have consistent posts about enjoying themselves at Old Trafford is hilarious. Palace one was recently about how the last 4 games.
Oh, really?
That's mad. 3 wins and a draw is a lot for Palace. That is something like that's not Amorim. That's a general thing.
But this is the point I'm making. That there's patterns from some of these games we've lost this season that were the same last season.
Yeah.
And the only consistency is the starting 11. The only consistency is the starting 11. So for me, my conclusion is that the actual team that Ten Hag was putting together had no business being in the Premier League.
I did.
Because they had, because I look at the vision and I'm like, what were you thinking, bro? Because
What was he cooking?
like honestly, what were you cooking, bro? Because I'm looking at it like there is no athleticism about the team that you assembled. And now a manager, like I look at Gyökeres's performance at Arsenal against Arsenal. Yeah, you lot battered them, but he's still competing. There is no profile of striker we have in our squad that does what Gyökeres did against Arsenal that day. Do you know what I mean? Everyone is on high wages and they're all pansies. They are all pansies, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like in all seriousness, yeah. I'm not saying that Ruben Amorim is. In fact, I started this by saying he's walking on thin ice. Yeah. But
I hear you.
The bigger issue here is Manchester United Football Club is a mess, and I genuinely believe that Ineos have said, "Wow, this is what you man have been working with." Like they cannot believe what they've met. Now, yes, their money's but the point stands. It's going to be this bad. When under Ragnick, we said, guys, we're going to have to suffer. I'm very okay with suffering. Yes, I think some things should have been fixed. I'm very okay with suffering, knowing that the majority of the reason why we're losing is because we lack quality. Point blank period. Yeah. Manchester United Football Club does not have a striker that is worthy of being in the highest rankings of the bottom 10 best strikers in the league. We don't have a single striker of that quality. If you ask me today who our best wingers are after Ahmad, is Tumbleweed. No, we are bad, guys. We're actually very bad.
You don't think under a different manager you'd get something more from Højlund?
For me, my thing is this: yeah, we finished 8th last season, and we are currently 13th, 14th. What is more? Is more 9th? Is more 10th? Because it's not good. 9th, 10th to 12th is not good.
Ernest.
And I was here how many weeks ago? And I asked the panel. I listed Man United's fixtures, and I told you, look, bring your buzzer and tell me where we get the points from. You lot were giving me more W's than I expected. I told you lot, we're not good. Manchester United not good.
And to top up,
I've accepted it.
To top up, guys, we've spent longer than needed. Clean house.
It is literally just clean house. It is actually just clean house.
Clean house.
Clean house. I told you.
I'm with Oscar in the sense that I genuinely believe they brought the guy for a cultural reset.
Yep.
And he's had many Conte at Spurs press conferences. He has said it in every language except Hebrew and Latin that this squad is pants. I've said it in every press conference. They're not good at football. They're not good.
When I first said this statement, I said we do not need to top up on this nonsense. Clean.
Absolutely.
Because ultimately, there are things that I think you could have done better. Like I think we should just sit back and counter with Garnacho and Ahmad. There are things you could change, absolutely. Yeah. But the point I'm making is, you still have quality deficiencies, even with parking a bus. I've seen some of these guys pass the ball, guys. It's mad. It's very crazy. The way we move the ball around. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. I have something to say about Man United, but go on.
It's gonna get longer now that Martinez is out as well.
Oh, we need to get rid of him, by the way.
No, but I'm saying because he's got ACL. We're not getting rid of him.
Get rid of him. He's like a mental Arsenal, and the season where he played like 10 games last season. Now he's got an ACL. Get him out.
Right. Other scores in the Premier League this weekend. I'll tell you what was blockbuster. Nottingham Forest 7, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. How do you respond to a 5-0 beating the week before? Now, listen, if Amorim thinks he's going to get a pasting from me and you think I'm going to leave Fabian Herzler alone, you're dead wrong. Because he went to the City ground, guys. Can I tell you what his team was? I don't know if anyone saw this game. Did anyone see the starting 11 of Brighton and Hove Albion?
I watched it. I can't remember who was playing.
Oh, let me refresh your memory, Lola. Danny Welbeck was up front. Nothing wrong there. In midfield, he went with João Pedro, He went with Jorginho Rota. Yeah. And he went with Matoma and Minter. By the way, it was a 5 in midfield. Yeah. And the only real actual central midfielder was Jack Hinshelwood, who was run ragged. And guys, they were 3-0 down after 30 minutes. It's time to stop the bleeding. Would you not agree?
Oh, that's the wall.
Did he do that? Did Fabian do that? No, he didn't do that. Right? What was the score at halftime? If anyone could jog my memory, was it 5 at halftime?
No.
Was it 4 at halftime? It might have been 4. I can't remember the exact the rate of the goals because I know Chris Wood got a hat trick. Yeah, which they just didn't learn from him. The first goal, the second goal, the third goal, it was routine check. Like, it was absolutely a joke. Not saying it was 3-0 at halftime. Okay, 3-0 at halftime. This is, guys, this is embarrassing. You can't go with centre forwards in your midfield and think, yeah, you know what? We're going to try and go to the City ground. You know, it's not like he's not playing Ipswich away or Ipswich at home for that matter. He's playing Nottingham Forest away. Guys, this first half, and in fact, they conceded 4 in the second half.
Yeah.
This was a sackable offense on its own, performance-wise, on its own.
It was, because it's like you went to the City ground where if you let them get a goal, even a goal, that entire you're finished. The whole point of when you go to the Forest is to try and just don't let them speak. Either you have to score first. You just have to.
I was gobsmacked. The only recognised central midfielder in the midfield was Jack Hinshelwood.
A 19-year-old kid.
A 19-year-old kid. AD, Joao Pedro playing in midfield, in the centre of midfield. Can someone explain that to me? Go look at the Premier League app when you get the chance, and you go look at the lineup. Joao Pedro is in the 8, and so is Jorginho Rota in the 8.
Peter, I'm a freak. You know, I can see why he did it still. Huh?
At Forest.
I cannot have Forest, but like, because in terms of the player, like, he's got energy, he can dribble, like, his passing's all right, he can offer a goal threat, off the ball runs. But Forest ain't the place to do it, though. Forest ain't the place to do it.
If you're going to Forest with midfield, you either need to be out-tech them by a lot or out-muscle them.
Hey, the football's too woke, man.
It's far too woke.
Football is a madness, guys. Maybe this might land later on in the season, but Joao Pedro and Jorginho Rota played where Erdegaard and Rice play.
You know what?
At Forest.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Huh? Let him cook.
There were 3 down.
I know.
3 down after 30 minutes. So that's a goal every 10 minutes.
I quite like it, man.
The game 7-0, 6-5. All those ones, those big ones, you're slap the rest of the month. I'm not giving you ratings. That's nonsense. You don't get a pass for that.
It was a shambles. It was an absolute shambles. Anyway, other results this weekend. Everton 4-0 winners against Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City. When do they pull the plug on Ruud van Nistelrooy? That's the question I've got for you.
They're going down already, man. It doesn't matter. They're going down.
So what does that mean?
I mean, if they're going down.
You're going down, bro. There's no point. Why are you going?
No. We know they're going down. Let's be clear. We know that.
So why are you going to sack the manager for?
No, you say that. No, they Delhi just dropped into the relegation zone. Like, they're fighting for their lives. Absolutely, get him out.
Get him out.
So you sack another manager again to. No, please.
No, I hear it.
David, I don't give a toss. If I go through 5 man, so be it. Until I stay in the league.
Hey, Ernest, man. When did Ernest become this guy?
When did Ernest become Young Spray? Which, by the way, Young Spray is a wild name as well. But we'll move on.
He admitted it.
That's a crazy way.
If I go through 5 man.
The point is, Wolves and Leicester they're fighting to stay up. So I can hear it where it's like, you fire him now. What's the old saying? What's his name? Big Sam, or who's the one?
No, Lola. I don't know why people find this difficult to understand or comprehend. When you sack a manager, you go get a better one. That's what I'm asking. Just get one that will get you 4 wins between now and May, and you'll be safe.
That's all you need. 4 wins and a draw.
4 wins and a cheeky draw.
That's what I was like. That shit.
Hey, big man, Peter, stop talking, bro.
What
Do you know? Do you know who we got next in the league?
Who? Oh,
The-
I'll be there. I'll be there.
The man that you want fired, blood. Stop, please.
You're gonna hear me in the away end, mate. I will
First,
be there.
Let's pepper them first, and then you can call for his
Listen,
job.
they can put friggin'
Yeah.
They can put Sir Alex in their dugout. They ain't gonna get a win against us.
Just
They're gonna get pumped.
Wait. David, have you got Leicester next?
We got Leicester next, bro.
Leicester away, bro.
David, if you're shook of Leicester, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, David, come on, man.
David's having a laugh.
David, stand up.
David's having a
what?
laugh.
Stand up, man.
If you
Stand up,
need a
man.
result, I tell Pierre all the time. If you need a result, who's the team?
Tottenham
to play?
Hotspur,
Who's
mate.
the team? Stop it.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Let me
That's
go with
if
that.
you
Let
need
me
a
get my
result,
3
it's
points.
Tottenham. You
Let me
go
get
to.
my 3 points, then you can call for it.
That's the Spurs.
Pete, you're going to the King Power.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
shook of Southampton, of Leicester, sorry. Nah, I don't know for you, man.
Who are you, bro?
Yeah, man.
I can't lie. Leicester's easy food. Man.
Okay.
Easy food.
Easy.
Leicester
Great,
are
tremendous
dead
milk.
food, man.
Hey, David, you know how confident you can be? Havertz is gonna bang.
No, do you know what it is? I obviously I think we'll win, but then
I might even sing the song again.
what I'm saying is, I since home Leicester, we almost lost that game, through the game. So I hear what you're saying.
Guys,
Let me get my 3 points, then you can
and
call for
David,
it. That's all I'm saying.
David, I tell you why we will win as well. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because it's the first game after our Dubai break. Oh,
When Arteta's putting me
What?
Huh?
I'm a hawk.
Wait, are you not out of the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Hey, Oscar, and guess who that's because of?
These lot.
Sack him now.
Yo, Pete, your mic's off, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, Pete, you're moving mad.
These times he works in sound, you know.
Bro, this guy.
It's bizarre.
Look at him.
Bizarre.
Yeah, man, we got Dubai after the League Cup thing, so
I lied.
Better the meat trip, you know.
Hey,
You know what?
protein.
Yeah?
I'm the one doing this, by the way. It's no one else.
Protein.
Why? You know, he was
Hey,
enjoying
you
that
man.
from Salt Bay's hand a bit too much, mate. Yeah.
Boy, feed me, boy. Listen.
Hey,
Brentford 2. Brentford 2, Spurs 0.
Feed you meat.
Brentford 2.
A man said feed
Spurs
me.
0.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oscar, would you let him?
I like steak. So
For league title, would you let him?
Yo, big man.
for the league title, bro. For the
Hey,
league
This
title.
guy
bro.
said feed me.
Hey, remember
Hey,
when
that's crazy.
Tiny Temper said, "Would you lick it for a chocolate biscuit?" That was crazy.
Okay, first of
No,
all,
I love you about you said risk it. You said risk it, don't lick it. What more did you do?
Ernest, he didn't say that. You're a sick guy.
What more did you do?
Why did you take it there? He didn't say that.
I'm telling your wife. I'm
Take
reporting
it
to
to
your
the
wife.
propaganda.
And the
I'm
propaganda.
reporting you to your wife.
All right. Brentford 0, Spurs
Hey,
2. Tottenham back to
you're
winning
risky
ways.
for real.
Let's move. Brentford 0, Spurs 2.
We're not moving, bro. I'm reporting you to your wife, blood. Are you dumb?
Let's move on. Ipswich
Hey,
Town 1. Ipswich Town 1. Southampton 2. Hello. We need Southampton to lose games. Ipswich, you had one job.
Guys, I got what? There's one guy at my workplace, a Southampton fan. He was over the moon today. I said, "Why are you so happy?" He said, "We won on the weekend." I said,
They won a game.
They won a game. Oscar, all they care about is beating that
Derby
Derby
County.
record. That's all they care
Yeah,
about
yeah,
right now.
yeah, for real.
That's all they can do.
That's all they can do. Newcastle United 1, Fulham 2.
Well, Fulham.
Surprising result.
Good game.
Surprising result. I think Marco Silva will be in another job in the summer. What he's done with Fulham is tremendous.
I think he deserves it.
He's tremendous.
He's done a great job. They're a great team, difficult to beat.
Yeah,
Can
fantastic
attack
job.
when they want to. Yeah, man. Shout out.
Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Aston Villa 0. Now, there is a goal that Aston Villa scored in this game that was ruled for offside. Did anybody see this?
Was it Marlon's goal?
I didn't watch it.
Daniel Marlin's goal, right? Finishes it, no problem at all.
Hey, Lens.
It was a freak. Hayland, we'll move on.
Hey. I found out like last week he's an Arsenal player. I said,
Come on, Ernest. Yes, you know that. You know this.
I signed this guy when he was at Monaco on like FIFA 20. Brother,
Bro.
he's from Arsenal.
Yeah,
He
like,
fell
he
off
was,
by
he was
then,
there
bro.
like 2017. I remember him in like 2017 being there.
Bruh.
The equivalent of like Garnacho at United.
So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So what? You man feel like he's not progressed since then to like?
No,
He's done a good career, man.
I just put
Yeah.
He's decent.
He's a
yeah.
Dutch international. He's had a good career. He played for Dortmund, he plays for Villa now. Like, he's had a good career.
He can't be bold that young though. He's moving a bit mad.
he's embracing it.
He just said rags. But yeah, the offside decision was a shocker. Even the commentator said, "Oh, they will overturn this. They'll give the goal, kind of thing. They'll give the goal." And when they found out that the goal wasn't given, because Morgan Rogers seemed to have run away. You know, like in a free kick, you get a bit of movement by the wall. So Morgan Rogers has moved out of the wall to go sort of around, and the ball was then played into the penalty area, and he was part of play. He was nowhere near the ball, guys. It was an absolute shocking joke. But yeah. It's unbelievable scenes, guys. Very quickly then. I mean, you don't want to spend 2 minutes on transfers? Like, it's deadline day. What is there to discuss?
There's nothing to discuss apart from Kel going to Tottenham after initially saying no. I think there's nothing to really discuss.
City have signed Gonzalez from Porto.
Is he
Or
good?
Medical. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
He's City player.
He was okay against Arsenal last season. He was okay.
I'll say that's why I'll say Rob Holding's going to Sheffield United. I'm only caring about this because for the gaslighters that's pretend to me when I kept saying it, he is not a good player. He has played Rob Holding and he's got to the Championship just out of pure pettiness.
Who's he gone to?
I don't know.
Sheffield United.
Oh,
There's been
under Chris Wilder would be good though.
Yeah, but it's just pure pettiness for me.
I just said things. Why would he be good at Chris Wilder? Why?
Because, like, first of all, Holden is a northerner. You know what I mean? He's from Bolton. Chris Wilder has got that Yorkshire mentality, even though he's I think he's from London. But he's got that Yorkshire mentality.
Wait, you think he's from London?
Wilder's from London.
Is he?
He's from London. He's got Yorkshire mentality. Which one is it?
Yeah, he's got a Yorkshire mentality, but he's from London. You wouldn't think you'd think he's from up there.
Hey, Pete, you said he's got a Yorkshire mentality. Yeah, I just have one question for you.
Yeah,
is it a colour thing?
Is it a colour thing? Oh, it's
no. It's technically it's not a colour thing.
Listen, Chris Wilder has Chris Wilder's fabric is the Steel City that is Sheffield. That is Chris Wilder.
That's all he knows. He played for the club. He managed the club twice. Like, it's in his DNA, mate.
It's like yeah. Oscar said Russell Martin. Russell Martin has not got any Northern DNA whatsoever. There's none. There's nothing.
You know what? On
Northern DNA.
On the tell thing, I thought it was just a straight loan. Apparently, it's a loan with an option to buy on the 6 year.
Yeah, it's a loan.
No, but it's loan with an option. I thought it was just a straight loan.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an option. Okay.
On the transfer window, there's been some.
Is how you good?
Today.
That's a great question.
I don't know.
He's got tech.
I can't lie. A couple years ago, when I saw him make his debut for Bayern and that, I was like, this kid's really good. But
why would he join Tottenham over Manchester United though? That's the question.
Please.
United's not him.
Yeah, I don't think he's. You think he's sitting there going, I don't want to go United.
Because United didn't want to pay.
But it's a loan.
No, loan with the option to buy for 6 years.
Bruv, you see how you see.
What did United want in the deal? What was the United deal?
No. It was a money thing. They wanted to charge us, I think, 6 mil.
I saw it was 5 mil for the loan.
Oh, for a loan, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it was more so Bayern that rejected rather than him.
Yeah. Like, he didn't want to go Spurs. He made it very clear. But he
said United or nothing.
Yeah, but obviously he didn't want to sit on the bench at Bayern, so he needs to go somewhere. It's like,
So how long is Solanke out for then?
Oh yeah, he's injured, isn't it?
Because Tell will start on the weekend, I guess.
Hold on, is he a striker, Tell?
He's a centre forward, yeah.
He's a centre forward, but I've seen him play on the wing one or two times.
I've only seen him play on the wing. So
The German Sky Sports was like, guys, he is not a winger. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur, he's not a winger. Don't play him on the wing. He was emphatic in saying it. He was like, this is a centre forward and a very good.
He will definitely play on the wing. Other transfers that I've gone through today.
Axel
Disasi has joined Aston Villa on loan.
Wow. Villa cooked this window, by the way.
Nah, I smell fraud.
We'll see.
I'm sorry, guys. Rashford, Asensio, and who? Disasi. I mean, Disasi I'm not a fan of. But
we did have the Villa window.
Asensio and Rashford. That's a great window for.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really rate Asensio like that, man. I think he's a name.
I think it's PSG. Bro. I think it's PSG. I think it's PSG. He was top quality at Madrid, man.
I don't know, man. He just used to score bangers, but his actual game wasn't great.
Yeah, look, my thing is,
under a structured Unai Emery, man. I'm sorry.
Maybe my thing is I want to see what happens because a lot of people can win a window. Spurs want to win beforehand. Let me see what happens.
Spurs have never.
Yeah, but
won
look, there's a
won
clear. When did Spurs win a window? There's a clear.
Like that's not the window. It was last season when we seen that
there's a clear thing from Villa here where they've got 3 players in that have all played Champions League football, and they're going into the knockout phases now, trying to get a couple wins.
Like, you're it.
We've got a few winners medals as well between them.
Yeah. So I'm not behind their like history. I'm just saying.
Did you say a few winners medals between them?
Yeah, Asensio has like 4, innit?
He has them all.
Between them is funny.
It's very much so on paper. I hear it, but on paper I hear it. But it's one of those ones where it's like it could be on paper. Like it's like a team.
You know,
great when it happens.
No, Lola, I totally hear what you're saying 1,000,000%, and even Ernest, I'm hearing what you're saying. The fact that it's Unai Emery, I'm gonna let that wait. I'm gonna let it wait.
Well, I was an attacker, so I think
because you know what's funny, you know, like a Leon Bailey, you know, like a Yuri Tielemans. I feel like these are kind of the same kind of player that you might think, is it a gamble? Is it not? But they're working under him.
Other departures from Chelsea. Carney Chukwuemeka has gone on loan to Borussia Dortmund. No option to buy on that one.
Very surprised at that one.
Great for him to get some game time. Joao Felix, as we mentioned, off to AC Milan. He's about to do his medical and complete that move.
Big move for Milan.
For him.
Oscar. Check up you. I heard Milan wanted Carney, but apparently there are too many English players. There's like a quota thing. Or is that BS?
No, I don't know why they couldn't sign. There was somebody else Milan were looking at, and with the English quota slapped them as well because they've already signed Kyle Walker.
Is it a foreign quota or
sorry, it was Rashford.
I guess, is that a foreign loan?
Foreign quota.
It might be a loan quota as well. Could be like a loan or a foreign loan.
It's English. They can't sign English players.
I had something similar as well. Yeah, there was something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Right, to finish. To finish, Lola and David, will Arsenal sign a centre forward before the window shuts?
No.
You're not doing that, man. Get over that one.
Half an hour to go, P. What are you talking about?
I could have told you this last.
Stranger things have happened.
The minute they put in that Watkins bid, I said, yeah, we're not signing anyone.
It's so obvious. But I said it before.
Definitely should have got Watkins.
2 weeks before, I said it beforehand.
We're not doing anything.
The Watkins thing happened. As I said, it was going to happen. Arsenal put in one of those stupid bids to pretend that they put effort in. Nothing will come of it. They'll pretend that there's nothing in the market, and the window will close, and they'll cry and say something will happen this summer, which it won't. So it's what it is.
The Watkins thing was pure PR.
It was pure.
Yeah. The Watkins thing was pure PR.
What do you mean?
Brother, you're telling me you knew you needed a centre forward in the summer, and you didn't sign one in the summer. You waited to go for Aston Villa's main guy.
40 M's
on a late bid. No,
I think it's another striker.
It's giving me Caicedo / Sterling vibes. This one, where an opportunity arose, and it was like maybe let's go and stick a fork in it.
You're like jokers, bro.
I'm not hearing that because 40 million for Watkins, who is their main man, that was a maybe. Come on. 40 mil.
I think they saw the waves. The river was shaking. They said, "Hang on,
they saw the waves."
They saw the waves. So let's stick our toe in it.
Peter, stop it.
Everybody, like Mikel said it, Erdegaard said it. They've all said that we need a centre forward.
Stop it.
Like, we need a player. We need players.
They're not serious, bruv. Stop it. Let's move on.
Nah, I think Kroenke is looking at him like, my brother, like you had the options. You had the options in the summer, and you decided to go for a left back and a midfielder. So I'm so sorry. Like they're saying, hey, you got to work with what you got. You got to work with that.
Let's wait and see,
guys.
No, but this is what everyone was saying. Like it's double-edged sword that like either Ranieri came back a bit earlier or Havertz to score 1-2 goals. The second they did, it was obvious. Nope, nothing's happening.
The form picked up.
It's the perfect excuse. Look, 5-1. Don't worry, DCI Sonoga is watching you, man, blood.
Is it
Yeah,
a
to be
Wenger
fair,
thing where
they could have picked that game any better, you know. That's
is it a Wenger? Is it a Wenger thing where
It's a
Smiles
perfect-
Skelly and
Perfect
Ranieri
weekend.
they're a new
sweet.
signing? They feel like a new
Yeah,
signing.
yeah.
It's one of the new signing. It'll be Cabia's debut for the main team. That would be the new.
Caviar.
Cabia's first like Premier League start will be the new signing.
Can't be foreign, says Nat. Milan signed Santi Gimenez
Oh,
today.
good question.
Yep.
Actually, this might be so ridiculous. If Chino didn't leave, do you think he would have got even like a bench place?
Based on this, 100%. Based on what
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
happened on this kind of like the injuries and everything, he would have been on the bench at least.
Crazy
Well-
how things happen, you know? Crazy.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Guys, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast.
Yo,
What?
we didn't
Oh,
do the
Awards. Sorry. Let's be quick with these guys.
Peter knew we did it, you know? He's had enough.
No. I'll
Is
be
it-
honest.
Oh,
I'll
I
be honest.
forgot.
No, I genuinely forgot. I was like,
hurry
I
up,
know it's
bro.
FA Cup next weekend and whatnot. Goal of the week, guys. Let's go. Let's do the rounds.
I'm going Ethan.
Ethan Wanyeri.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
I
crazy. He's
can't
got a
like-
trademark goal at 17.
Mo Salah's finish was naughty.
yeah.
Salah's I liked. Salah's I loved. That was tidy.
Yeah.
Puts him above Thierry Henry and Frank Lampard in the goal scoring charts.
Yeah. Mo Salah for me.
It has to be Mo
And Lampard did it from midfield, mate. Let's just.
Okay, let's not
Who's
do
your
that.
goal of the week, man?
Unwaneri.
Yeah, Ranieri. Ranieri.
On his name, by the way, I beg people say his name properly. It's Nwanyeri. It's not Nwanyeri.
Who said that?
What's his name?
It's Nwanyeri. Like put it like an N and a W together. Nwanyeri.
Wanyeri.
And wary.
I can't even do that, you know.
Just say Ethan. Just say Ethan.
Pete, what's the Ethan's chant?
The Ethan song. He's one of our own, no?
It's one of the best chants ever. How does it go?
No, I don't know. All I know is he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Ethan Wanyeri. He's one of our own. That's
Do
the
you
only
know
one.
it, Lola?
I've already heard that one. Which one is this one?
Bro, I saw it on Twitter. There was a chant they made about him. Arsenal fans made a chant about him. It was sick.
I'll find out for you at Leicester. I'll let you know at Leicester in 2 weeks.
Go in and go in.
Going, overly going. Goal of the week. Is it Wanyeri? I don't know who's got the majority
Yeah. Ranieri, man.
because I'm seeing a couple Salahs. All right, player of the week. Oh, Miles.
Kendrick Lamar.
Lamar.
I agree. I concur, bruv.
Kendrick Lamar's had a great weekend.
Oh, and he's about to have a double great weekend.
And the W is about to get large next
Bro,
Sunday.
they said pedophile in the award ceremony.
Bro,
It's the fact that they started the song when he got up. It said, "Hey Drake, I hear you like them young." That's how it started.
Is that how it started?
Yeah, that's how it started. That's when the
Oscar,
volume got turned
Drake
up. I was
has
like,
told
whoa.
your L, bruv. You has to hold that corn, bruv.
Listen.
Leave him alone.
We can't talk about Drake every week. Next week is the Super Bowl. We're gonna talk about Drake again.
MLS. For me.
But if it was your boy now, if it was your guy now, if it was boy meets world, if it was him.
Hey,
Boys,
listen. Album February 14th. That's what I'm gonna say.
Here we go.
guys.
That's what I'm gonna say.
People are saying in the chat here, Chris Wood for player of the week.
Chris Wood banged a hat.
So
What
too
are you
is
talking about?
Salah.
Yeah.
I've got again. I'm
Can't
personally
say African names in Salah. That's not true.
MLS. But you can do what?
I thought I was gonna get blood. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one this weekend.
Nah, I'll give it Chris Wood, man. It ain't tough.
All right, Chris Wood then, player of the week, yeah.
Chris Wood still.
Guy has 17 league goals. He's up there with Isak. And they're
Bro,
talking about
17 league goals.
120 mil for Isak.
At 33 years of age is outrageous. Team of the week.
33.
He's 33.
Nottingham Forest, mate.
Forest.
Is Forest winning better than Arsenal?
Shut up, yeah.
It's
You
better
can't
than
win
Arsenal.
7-0. You can't win 7-0.
You know me. I'm biased, but
Hear me out, guys.
It's Nottingham
Arsenal.
Forest, man.
Arsenal beat Manchester City 4 times in a row.
Your mic's mad. Your mic's moving mad.
Stop pulling out your mic, bro.
Agrees with you.
Whoa,
I'm going Forest.
that's a massive.
Yeah, it's
one,
Forest,
man.
man. You can't win 7-0. You can't win 7-0.
It's
By the way, you can't say
Forest,
that,
bro.
Ruben. You can't say not.
Right, Nottingham Forest is the team of the week. Who's not that guy this week?
Not that gal is Sam Kerr.
What's she done?
What's she
What
doing?
did she do?
Bruv, she got arrested on a drunken night and referred to a police officer as stupid and white, mate.
Why What, he's a super white man though? That's correct. She's that. She's fair for that girl. Move.
Hang on, I'm having deja vu. I swear this happened before.
This is old news. She's
This is old. All right, my bad. My bad.
I thought this happened again.
This is my bad. I've just read it correctly. That's
too funny.
did it again.
Not
obviously,
that guy is
guys. Yeah, if you're into NBA, the Mavericks just did a mad trade.
Oh, I don't watch it a lot, but that was mad. I know who he is. I was like, that makes no sense.
Can someone? So I'm not an NBA guy yet. But
The Dallas Mavericks, yeah, Peter. The Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic. What is that? How you pronounce his name? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Luka. Yeah, to the
Luka.
Lakers for Anthony Davis, mate.
It's crazy.
Insane.
Can I ask? So when they make trades in NBA, is it just a player swap, or do they get money as well? Or like,
it can just
it can neither be money or picks. Like you just traded contracts.
So did they get money on picks?
So they traded players, in it. I know maybe a pick. I don't know why specifically, but yeah,
it's a stinker.
It's mad. That's why I always say
it's mad.
It's mad.
But guys, I have a serious one that's personal to me. It affects me. Yeah, it affects me. This government, has allowed, my council to raise council tax, bruv.
Oh, what Labour Starmer, right?
Labour Starmer, bloods. Bruv, it either goes to government or Newham, bruv. Why are we so broke, blood? Allow it, bruv.
Hey, speaking of not that guy in East London, who decided to shut down Smithfields and Billingsgate by 20. Is an absolute howl at the moon. Howl.
Yeah. It's a disgraceful. I don't say disgraceful, but it's a very disappointing thing for the city of London that those two things are going. But financially, like I don't know. What was the motivation for closing it? Did it have to close? Like
what was it? Sorry.
The fish market, like the largest fish market in London.
Why would you do that? So like the whole point of England is like they love history. Why would you do that?
It's just
I get it, but was it profitable? Were they making? Did it make sense to be there?
So I don't care, man. They keep putting up random stuff that no one uses in its place. It's like I'd rather have the market than just have nonsense and no one's actually.
They're gonna give us they're gonna put like another bubble tea restaurant in there, aren't they? That's what it's gonna be.
It's a pretty big place.
Sorry, 3 bubble tea spots. Sorry, I apologize.
Flipping Westfield in there.
It'll be another food sort of area. Then there'll be tons of more Instagram people talking about foods and whatever. Nah, get out of here, man.
Can I
Say again?
Garbage, man.
I've got a personal not that guy. My not that guy for this week is Mr. Richie Wellens. He's the manager of League One Leyton Orient Football Club, and let me tell you guys, this I don't know. Let me check that while you're talking. You are bang on. Adrian is on the money.
Come on, man.
So you're not on the money. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Yeah, he did play for Leicester. He played 129 games for Leicester. Yeah, you're bang on.
I remember.
But anyway, he is the manager of Leyton Orient, and this weekend I decided to go to Leyton Orient versus Stockport FC. And let me tell you guys, this was the worst game of football I have ever witnessed. It was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, football's football. So, the atmosphere is good. You get yourself down there. It's fun. Stockport scored within 20 minutes. They were 1-0 up. I kid you not. The XG of this game was the lowest I've ever seen. These guys just didn't shoot. They didn't take anything seriously. The game was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So for that, I'm giving Richie Wellens. You're holding not that guy this week because you wasted my money. You wasted my time. At least I thought I was going to see low-level football that was like entertaining. This was straight up trash.
Goals. Yeah.
Get this. Leyton had 65% possession, 8 shots, 0 on target. Ooh. How do you have 65% possession, no shots on target?
In the ends, they just call that bent foot. That's just bent foot in the ends.
Oscar, quick question, Oscar. What's about your snowboarding allegations, apparently?
What's going on here?
And he sounds like he didn't see it.
I'm just saying.
Wait. What?
I mean, I'm just saying. Someone in the chat is talking about
Oscar.
In the chat. Well, I'm not looking at the chat. Who's in the chat speaking? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. They can say what they want to say. but we all know what's real.
Do we? Do we all know what's real?
Enlighten me, boy.
Do you not know what's real?
I don't know, innit? I don't know.
I mean, you're moving a bit Drakeish still.
But before we go,
You're moving a bit Drakeish. You're moving a bit Drake.
Drake?
yeah,
Like,
Aubrey,
you know Drake likes the white girls, man. It's all right, man. It's all right, man.
quick touch on
All
this
right,
one.
man. You good? You chilling?
Africa, I want to say eye to eye, Africa, Nigeria, and the same group with Uganda. Enjoy yourself. You'll be kicked out.
Hey,
We will.
no. Hey, Lola, you better not lose. Hey, the Uganda cranes.
I don't
The Uganda cranes. Guys,
Will not lose.
I'm going crazy.
Forward, man.
Right. Let's wrap
Yeah,
up this. Look,
remove this
Nat,
comment from the screen.
Nat says not that guy who stabbed someone to death in school in Sheffield. Waste cadet. Absolutely, probably do live. Not that guy from Footy Agendas. Nico Harrison. The gates of heaven are wide open. He breaks into hell. He called the Lakers and offered Luka. It's crazy. Not that guy for making old news there, David.
David, hold that one, man.
Hold
Try to
that
throw my
one.
Sam Kerr, you know.
Speed is not that
Nah,
guy,
I
says
disagree.
Robinho.
Speed is player of the week.
He's the man. He's the friggin' man.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but fair enough. But
I
I hate
rate him, you know. He's annoying, but I rate his thing.
Wait, was he giving the white people chicken?
What?
There's a video of Speed, yeah, giving white people chicken. I thought that's what you guys are talking about.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?
Video,
What do you mean?
and
What
they
do you
said
mean?
for Black History Month, yeah, he's making his ancestors proud. How they used to make mockery for us for liking chicken, and he's there giving a bucket of fried chicken, yeah, to bare white people.
Yo.
Hey, you know what? You see, Speed, yeah? He was born in the right era. Even if it was 10 years earlier,
Oh, finished.
mate, it would be a taboo, it would be stigmas. Even if it was just 10 years earlier, we call it the Musa. See, he was born in the right time, man.
Guys.
Oh, Ernest, you know what he just said?
Yeah, that's insane.
Who does that? What sort of idiot does what? Because he's got a camera and he gets views, it's okay.
We will come back next week to discuss all things FA Cup. Maybe a last man standing as well.
I'm going to Brighton on the weekend on Saturday. Should be fun.
Oh, look at you. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining us on this week's Top
Sorry,
4
you're not in
podcast.
the FA Cup. You're going to go Dubai, are you? You're not.
Mine gave the meanest congratulations, you know. I said, "Oh, look at you."
When he's telling us, "Oh, I'm going to Leicester," he wants us all to get happy.
All right? Yeah. That's bad vibes,
Rubbish
man.
mind thing, but when it was Leicester,
Guys, your analysis is
How many
poor.
times did you tell Oscar to get down there and try the pie? Now trying the pie, you don't hear about it.
I want you to watch this podcast back and just see how you lot just came for me there. Yeah, watch.
Yo.
Transfer deadline day, guys. We will see you next week after FA Cup action. Thank you, Lola, for joining us as always.
You're done, man.
And yeah, to the Mandem as well. You're done now. Big up to the commenters as well. We'll see you next week. We are out. Peace.